We're live, and tonight we're playing some Dungeon Crawl Classics, specifically the module Dragora's Dungeon, which is module 82.5. It is a level 1 adventure by Harley Stroh. We're starting off kind of with a bit of a flashback. You guys are in Tavern, as many adventures begin, and you are enjoying the spoils from your previous adventures, drinking some wine, etc. When you notice, strangely, it's getting late, but oddly, more and more of the revelers there begin to nod off in their wine at the tables. You even start to feel a little drowsy yourself, and you start to nod a bit and feel a little tired. You guys can go ahead and make DC 10 will saves for each of your characters. You guys each can play 2 characters. We'll intro as you if you don't fall asleep. Otherwise, you'll just be dead. So, did anybody fail?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it that I'm rolling again? I'm rolling a D.
Willpower save. DC 10. You want to be?
All right. Willpower save. I have a 1, and I rolled a 3.
Okay. Well, that's not good.
I have 1 will save.
No. Well, 1 means you have +1 to your roll, and you want to get a DC 15. So
okay.
you got
rolled a 4. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
it's DC's in this one. So basically, roll for both characters. If you fail the DC 10 will save during this, what is sure to be a combat.
Oh wait, are we supposed to roll a D10?
No, you roll a D20.
Oh, I did that wrong, man. I'm sorry.
And then add your will save, what it says there.
Yeah, that's a will save number, and you're trying to get 15 or better.
I'm bad. All right. So Brass actually rolled a 13, which he still fails.
Okay.
Noah, I roll a 10 plus 3, which is also a 13. So both of my characters actually fail.
Okay, so if you fail the will save, you're going to have a -4 to your initiative until this drowsiness wears off. And in addition to that, every single round you're going to make a DC 5 will save, and if you fail, you can't act that round. So did anybody not fail? No. Okay. So you start to hear just as you're starting to doze off, you hear some banging at the door outside, like somebody's trying to get in. The doors have been closed up because it's late, and you're basically all that's here right now, the people that are staying in the inn. So you hear somebody kind of slamming at the door. So go ahead and roll initiative. Actually, you guys can roll initiative. You can just do for your best character, but also remember to subtract 4 from it. And we'll do that to start with, so everybody's initiative order. Initiative is a D20. So D20 plus or minus any bonuses, and then -4. And then just let me know what you got.
This is not starting out good. One of my characters rolled a nat 1 on their save, and now I just rolled a nat 1 on initiative.
Aha. Get the bad rolls out of the way to start off with.
Yeah. Brass rolls a 4 on initiative.
Nice.
Noah rolls a 1 on initiative.
Okay.
What things added to initiative? I'm guessing agility.
Yeah, usually your character sheet will have something next. This is a space for initiative. So if it's a pre-made character, it probably already has it in there for you. You add your agility to it, though, yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing. Yes. Yeah, no, they're both plus 0.
So you rolled a 0 then?
No, they're both plus 0. Brass rolled a
4.
3.
Yeah.
Brass rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Noah rolled a 1.
Right, so you got 0. You can't be, so you're 1. You can't be below 1, basically. And one of yours was what?
I rolled a nat 1, and he's got a +1 bonus, so
That's 2, and then so you're -2, so you're also 1. All right. Do you got to roll for both your characters? You just roll for one of your characters. I'm sorry. So who has a high agility? Anybody got an 18 agility?
my highest is 14.
Yours is 14. What about your highest agility of your 2 characters, Crystal?
My highest is an 11.
11? Okay. So, Tony, your characters are going to go first. Let me actually roll for the bad guy. You do actually have a round or so, because the door's just being banged on right now to do something. But you've got to make a DC 5 will save to do anything. Otherwise, you just sit there. So
right.
make another will save.
Yep, I made that one.
Okay, so then you can act this round if you want. So what would you like to do? You hear somebody slamming on the door.
Is it like a heavy slamming that would like indicate it's probably not humanoid, or?
Yeah, it definitely sounds like somebody strong banging on the door, and whoever's doing it isn't saying anything. They're just like they're clearly trying to force the door open, I guess is the best way for me to say it.
Yeah, you see my main character, Turnip Tallow Burner. You see him jump up. He's a very small halfling and very slim build for a halfling. But he gets up from his chair and he pulls out his two short swords. And he looks towards the door and he looks over at the female halfling that was at the table with him. And you notice that she's more regal dressed, more nice clothes, and appears to be probably from regal halfling stock. But she reaches out and grabs her light crossbow and starts putting it together. And that is Philippina von Stachwood.
Nice.
But she just kind of sits at the chair with her crossbow aimed towards the door. But Turnip is actually going to start moving towards the door ever so slowly to try to get into a stealth up there to get a hiding spot.
Okay. Yes, you want to get near the door so that the door opens in, unlike in zombie apocalypse games, and if you want to get near the door, so whatever comes to the door, you can get an attack on. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's
okay.
What Turnip does.
Okay, good. Crystal, how about your two characters? Assuming they can move.
Okay. Trying out for Brass first. I rolled a 9, so Brass is able to get up. In this bar, there are various places for different pole dancers, and Brass begins to get up off of one of those places, grabbing the pole. He wears only a wizard hat and a wizard's lower robes. Other than that, he has a very masculine build and like a big Gandalfish kind of beard. He has a super oily chest for some reason, and so as he's getting up, he's trying to stretch his muscles and stuff. Trying to get back because he's supposed to be on the clock right now. And Noah, my cleric, is also waking up at this moment. She's had a few too many to drink while she was blowing off a little stress, from a temple incident earlier with one of her fellow brethren. Who disagreed about a certain doctrine, so she's partly drunk as she starts to get up and say to her God, "Oh, take away this splitting headache."
Okay, so you're just gonna kind of stay where you are, but
my characters are staying where they're at, and they're just kind of trying to get awake, trying to get alert.
Okay. Whatever's trying to get in the door seems to be having trouble, and you hear some grunting, and again like a shouldering of the door, like someone is trying to slam the door open. They can't seem to manage it at this moment. So if you guys want to do anything else, or if you're just going to stand by and do what you're doing.
Yeah, Turnip's just going to try to stay hid somewhere if something does come burst through the door.
Okay.
Now that he knows what's going on, and he sees someone trying to bust through the door, Brass would like to attempt to cast. Let me pull up my DCC rulebook here. He's going to attempt to cast mending. He wants to mend the door and try and keep it together better.
Okay. Let me get my spell book. I know that's something.
This date actually finds this all very interesting.
I mean, it's not broken yet, but go ahead. Let's see what happens.
I just want to see if he can buy some. He wants to try and buy some extra time, so he'll tell everyone, like, I'm mending the door.
Okay. Do you have any mercurial magic that goes on when that happens?
Okay, so let me see what I have to roll. Because I haven't done this. Manifestation. There's a corruption. If it misfires. Okay, so I just roll a D30.
No. Okay. So did you roll for mercurial magic or not? You didn't do that because you had the character automatically made for you. All right, so let's do that.
It rolled my magic for me. It gave me magic.
Yeah. It doesn't do that unless you ask it to do it, and of course we have to do mercurial magic because that's the fun part. And I'm glad that you didn't because it's very exciting. So roll a D100.
Okay.
Fun.
53.
53, fantastic. So you'll need to remember this because this will happen every time you cast that spell.
Is there a place on the sheet where I can record it?
I don't know. I usually just write it above the spell.
Okay.
Let's see, 53. Oh man, no mercurial match. Damn it! All right, so in order to do a spell check, you need to roll a d20. You're going to add your spell casting attribute bonus or penalty, so intelligence, and then your level.
All right, my intelligence is a +1.
Yep.
And my level 1.
Oops, sorry, 2.
2. And then I roll a 20. I rolled an 11, so that's a total of 13.
13, okay, good. So also you can also do a manifestation, which again you only roll once, and it will always do that. So roll a d4 for that.
Okay. 2.
Oh, this is going to be good. So your manifestation, whenever you use mending, the object disappears and then reappears mended. So,
Okay.
all right. So let's see. For 13, you got the caster repairs a minor defect in a simple object of non-magical or non-living nature. Repair lasts for 24 hours. The repair must be of a single material. So yeah, it would fix no more than 1 cubic foot. So it would probably fix some kind of a crack, which is pretty minor, except for the fact that the door disappears when you cast the spell.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do is roll a d20. We're gonna do a luck check. If you succeed, then you don't get pummeled over by the guy running through the door.
Okay.
So like the door comes back before he does that. So roll d20 and try to get under your luck, equal to or under.
Luck. Got it. I rolled a 19 and my luck is 9.
Would you roll?
I rolled a 19 and my luck is
Fantastic. Okay, so the door disappears just as he's charging at it, and he slams directly into you. So I'll make an attack on you. Let's see. Actually, instead of an attack, because he's not really attacking you, he's attacking he's attacking. All right, so I'm going to roll a d20. Oh, he rolled a 2. Okay, so he runs at the door, and the door disappears, and you're standing maybe to the side of the door, so he just runs past you and into the room. You see this really large, like something like 7 foot tall, incredibly muscular man. Though he's hairy and he's got the face is very ape-like, and he's you notice on the ground in the blink of the thing when the door disappeared, then it reappeared, that there was like a kind of a sensor that was on the ground that was putting up smoke, which you as a magic user would probably infer that that's probably why he was falling asleep. And he is armed with a short sword, so he comes running through the door and is startled. And draws his sword. And let's see. This is probably. I'm going to say we're going to go into the next. We'll finish. That's all he can do this round because he's surprised. He's like, "Whoa, what just happened?" So anybody else who wants to go from your side can go. You see this guy running, basically, kind of big ape man. You've never seen anybody like this before. He's dressed all in black, with like a mask. But it doesn't quite. He had it like pulled down, so you can see he's very apish looking.
Turnip just looks at him and goes, "Well, come in and have a seat." And Filipina, though, she's sitting at the table with her crossbow. As soon as she sees it's some creature, she's gonna lose a bolt at it.
Yeah, right. As he's running through, she probably hits him with the.
Yeah. She's not gonna hit with that, though. I can assure you. A 6 to hit.
Okay, no. His AC is 14. Yeah, so he's running. She was ready, but she wasn't that ready. So the arrow just shoots past him, and the door reforms, and the arrow sticks in the door, and then the door mends around it. And what about the cleric?
Noah. Let's see. Noah sees this guy, and I'm trying to figure out. I mean, he was obviously hitting the door, so he means them harm, right? How many people are in his vicinity?
Roll luck. Roll and make a luck check. Roll under your luck.
Okay. All right, Noah. I rolled a 16. I'm pretty sure that I'm not having 8 luck.
So there's 8 people around him.
Okay.
He basically piles into a table.
There's 8 people around him.
Yeah, so he runs directly into a table, and people kind of falling on him. They're sleeping, so they're just kind of ugh. And he pulling his sword out, trying to get out of the mess of it.
Okay, I'm just gonna cast darkness on him.
Okay. So same thing. You're going to use your wisdom. It's not wisdom. It's personality in this, I think.
Yeah, personality.
Yeah, with you plus your level.
Oh man, not so good. Let's see. My personality is a +2. I got a total of 5.
Okay, so 5 is not going to succeed. I can tell you that now.
Does the manifestation still happen, or?
No, the clerical spells don't have. Oh, yeah, manifestation happens. Yes.
Okay, so 1d3. I got a 3. So thick, oily black mist. Like there's a thick, oily black mist that kind of covers that area, and then all of a sudden it just dissipates.
Yeah, it doesn't do much. It's like a little. Okay, cool. Coming into the next round, he actually has an 11 for his initiative, and since both of you guys have 1, he's going to go first. So he sees. Let's see. What's your cleric's luck?
8.
And what's your halfling with the bow's luck?
13.
Okay, so he sees the cleric, and he's going to charge at you and attack. So he swings his sword at you. 19. 19 plus 3, 22. So he's going to hit you with 22, I'm sure. He does D6 plus 3. So,
Character number 1.
D6. 2 plus 3 is 5. He does 5 points of damage. He also gets a free attack anytime he hits. Well, 1 free attack if he hits. So, but his second D20, because it's rolled 2 D20, was a 5, so he misses you. He attacks, and then he swings again, and he misses. And assuming you're not dead, with 5 points of damage, probably not. Crystal.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was attacking Tony's character.
No, you had a lower luck, which means you get targeted. Having bad luck.
Okay. I'm sorry. I thought he was. I messed it up. Okay, so who's he targeting? Brass or Noah?
Noah.
Okay, Noah. She has 1 hit point left.
Okay, good. So you're still up. And it is now Tony's character's turns. So the
Yep. I guess the Filipina, she's reloaded her crossbow and is going to shoot at him again, seeing that this thing is attacking them. Man, don't even ask. She misses.
If you roll one, you know, because we got crit tables.
It was a 3. I rolled a 3, not a. Turnip is actually going to look at this and he goes, "You foul beast! You come in here and attack us while we're trying to enjoy our glass of wine." He'll charge it with both of his short swords, so I'll use my 2-weapon fighting. The first roll, oh my, it's a 4, so it's going to miss. Oh wow, this is not going good. A 3, so he misses with both.
Don't die in the flashback.
Wow.
Okay, Crystal. What do your characters want to do? And when you get a chance, guys, can you write your characters' names and their armor class and their luck in the chat, please?
Okay.
I'm sorry, I forgot to ask you to do that. But just tell me what you want to do first, Crystal, and we'll do after.
Okay. Let's see. So Brass, seeing he made the that door disappear. He's gonna try and this is a dumb idea, but oh well. He's gonna try and put this guy to sleep. he begins to like make dance moves with his body, and like seductively, it's almost like he's not there as you watch him, and like these sounds of crickets start filling the air as he does his seductive go to sleep dance.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a manifestation.
All right,
The D4.
4.
Okay, so waves of blue light. So according to all that plus waves of blue light come off of you.
Oh yeah, they're coming out of my nipples.
Yeah, and then go ahead and roll a D100 for Mercurial.
D100. Okay. 73.
It's funny, I opened it right up to it the first time.
I thought I didn't have any mercurial.
No, every spell has Mercurial.
Every spell does. Okay.
Every spell is unique in DCC. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Some of these Mercurial things can be super useful. Some not so much. Some can be terrible. Let's hope for the terrible ones. Okay, would you get 73?
73.
All right. Karmic casting. Before making a spell check, the wizard can choose to add or subtract a D5 from the roll. If the caster adds a D5, the next time he casts a spell, he must subtract the D5 and vice versa. After 2 casting, the karma is reset, and then you get to choose again. And that's whenever you cast a spell. So you can choose right now if you want to add a D5 to the spell check or subtract it. You have to do it before you roll a D20, obviously.
Yeah. I'll add my D5 to the spell check.
Okay, so next time you have to subtract it, just keep track of that.
Yep.
So roll a
I
D5.
probably won't be alive long enough.
Roll a D5, a D20, and then add 2 to it.
All right.
That's a good one, actually.
All right. So that's 8, 9, 10. 10 total.
Ten.
Can I jump in here with my halfling luck?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you're going to see a turnip is going to look towards this big muscle-bound wizard that is glowing and singing the blue line. He goes, "Oh my goodness, how beautiful! That is the brightest blue I've seen. Whatever you're trying to do, I think you just need a little bit of help." And I will burn. Does he get like a 2 for 1 like I do, or just 1 for each? 1 for 1.
I think it's 1 for 1.
Yeah, because I didn't really understand it the way it's worded. I know the halfling gets 2 for 1, but I'm not sure if the allies get the 2 for 1 or if it's just 1.
You get 1, but let me just check it. But you get 2 for 1 if you use it on yourself.
Right.
Yeah. Let me just check it to make sure. And you get yours back, right? At the end of
Yeah, one each night. 1 point.
Pieces or cups. Pieces or cups.
You had a 10 crystal total so far?
Yeah, I had a 10 total.
All right. But yeah, I didn't understand that the allies actually get the 2 for 1. Or
I've actually never played Halfling before, but I believe the Halfling recovers the first. Halfling doubles the bonus of burning luck for every 1 point. Oh, I see. Well, it says to his roll. Third halfling's luck can rub off on others. The halfling spend luck to aid allies. Must be nearby and visible. The halfling can act out of initiative and apply it to the ally's roll. The halfling loses the luck and the ally receives the benefit of the halflings. Any roll. Yeah, it doesn't say, but I believe because when I was playing in Garricon, a lot of like really experienced players were in the group. They were just burning 1 to 1. So
1 to 1, okay. Well, I'm going to give them 7 points in, so I knock my luck down to 10.
Wow, you have a lot of luck. All right, so 17. Up to 2 targets within range must save or fall asleep for d6 turns. Targets can be awakened through normal means. When casting the spell, the caster must specify an interrupted condition which automatically awakens the target. Okay, so you can if you want to suggest a condition to automatically awake them, because otherwise they can't be woken up until the end of the. If you care, yeah. So basically, what is it? So some of the examples they give: being kissed by a prince, smelling the fragrance of a rose, hearing a clock strike midnight.
If I jump up on a pole and wrap around it, that will cause the guy to wake up. Like if I grab onto the pole and like swing around it.
Well, okay, that's fine. I mean, I think that's fine. It doesn't matter. I think the idea is that it's something that has to be that could wake somebody up. But I suppose that wakes people up. The jangling of the pole as you jump around it. All right, so he gets a saving throw. So it's a will save, and the way saves work in this is it's against your roll. So since you got 17 total, I'm going to roll. You rolled a 2, so even with whatever bonus he has, yeah, he's out.
All right.
He drops for 1d6 turns. Let's see, that's 6. Okay. All right, so you see this kind of grillery, apish kind of humanoid, and he falls and drops to the ground, asleep. What do you want to do?
Turnip looks at the muscle wizard and just goes, "Do you have any other variant of colors that come out of your chest?"
Only when I do other spells.
Well, it would seem that this one has worked tremendously. Your friend there doesn't look too good, though. She looks kind of sick now.
Yeah. She's currently holding her organs in place. And Noah's like, no, I'll be fine. Like, just don't worry about me. Just kill that thing, or tie it up so we can question it.
Filipina gets up from the table, and she's not said a word to anybody, just calm and cool. And she goes to the front door and opens the front door to see what she sees.
Okay, yeah. So you open the front door. You know, there's like a bolt over the closing it. So you just open it up very easily from the inside, and there's like a sensor, you know, like that has like incense, like you go with incense, and, like swing it or whatever. It's sitting. At this point, it's made out of like brass. It looks like it's ancient. Most of the stuff that's in it is burnt out. There's still some smoke rising from it, but it looks like it's dying out.
It's like hanging from the door, top frame of the door.
He must have put it down. You know, it was like sitting on the ground.
Oh, she just stomps on it and then, like, to try to stomp it out.
Okay, you can do that for sure. You burn your feet.
Yeah, burns her hairy feet.
Burns her hairy feet. Yeah, you put it out, and like some more smoke whiffs up, and you know you probably cough a little bit, but you're definitely still feeling drowsy from the from all the magic, but you're not in any danger of falling asleep instantly now.
And she sees no other threats outside, huh?
No, you don't see anybody else around. In fact, it's very, very quiet in the town. Like you see a few people like on the street that look like maybe they were walking and they just like collapsed and fell asleep on the ground.
Yeah, she'll just close the door and turn around and put one finger up and go, "Another bottle of wine, please," and head back to the table. But Turnip is going to go over and look at the big creature to see what he can see about it.
So he's in basically like kind of like leather armor-ish. It looks pretty old. Old as in the style of it, not old as in like its condition. It's been like dyed like black, and the creature itself you can see through areas where the arms and stuff are out. It's very hairy. It is wearing boots and everything, but not gauntlets. So you can see the hands are very kind of apish, and he had a mask that was kind of pulled down. If you pull it down the rest of the way, his face is almost a complete kind of gorilla-ish looking face. Like he's very and he's got a helmet, like a leather helmet pulled down around. But if you pull that off, he has hair and stuff, but he kind of looks like a giant gorilla, man.
Yeah, he removes all of its weapons too, And
and a dagger.
Do clerics have like weapon things
restrictions?
It depends on your god. Did it give you a god?
It didn't give me a deity. I read a few of them. I just wanted to do because as you can see with her, I'll go ahead and bring up her picture. She's supposed to be kind of like a darker necromancer kind of cleric. So that's
she's chaotic.
something, you know. Is that bad?
No, I'm just asking.
Oh yeah, I guess so. I mean,
it matters when you heal people because your alignment matters to how the healing works. That's why it matters. But if you're and you should just pick a god. But basically, there's not that many. I would just quickly go through and pick one.
Yeah.
But then the weapons.
I know there was one that was like a dark one. I was thinking about doing that one. It was like I can't remember his name now though.
Just figure it out. Yeah, I'm not sure where they are in the book, but they're there somewhere.
I know they're somewhere towards the end. I remember.
I think it's close to the back. I don't.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so you're checking this guy out, and your cleric trying to find their god. While you're doing that, so I mean, he doesn't have much on him. He's got like a flint and steel that he probably used to like the censer, and he has a short sword and a dagger.
Yeah. Either way, when they get the armor and stuff off, Brass will suggest that Noah take his leather armor. Do your characters have armor, Tony?
Yeah, but they're small. They're halflings. They both have a studded leather.
Yeah, this guy's like 7 feet tall. This armor's not really good. I mean, you can get it modified, but also you're stripping him, or were you just taking his weapons?
I was I'll go ahead and strip his armor off, and then we'll find some rope to tie him up with.
Okay. Roll against your luck.
Okay. Well, Brass was the one I said doing it, so
okay.
I'll roll with Brass.
The Brass is stripping this guy.
Yep.
Succeed?
No, I lost my D20. Hold on.
Oh.
There it is. I've got it. All right. Roll against my luck. 13. I failed.
Okay, so you're stripping him off, and when you do, clearly you can't be tied up when you're stripping him. So he wakes up, and I'll call it a new combat to give you another chance. So go ahead and roll initiative. Every roll.
Did I have a chance to pull the weapons away from him before
Yeah,
you did that?
So you did that right away. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So everybody roll initiative again. -4 though because the you got 10.
The Brass, I rolled a 3. So, these initiatives.
These dice
Noah.
suck.
Yeah. Noah got a 5.
Do you have the official ones? Because my Mutant Crawl Classic ones are the worst dice. Like I die.
No, this is a third party by the ones I'm using.
Yeah.
And I rolled a nat 1 again for initiative.
See, they probably set up so you roll natural ones, so you get a lot of crits because they're fun. Okay, well, you got 4.
Wait, we are rolling D20, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I had to roll a D16 because of the.
Yeah, some people roll different initiative based on it's D20 unless otherwise noted. 16 for some weapons, like 2-handed weapons. Okay, so he wins initiative, and he, seeing this wizard trying to strip him, he's gonna, try to attack you. He's gonna barricade it and try to punch you in the face. Actually, are you wearing any weapons? No, you just have a loincloth on, right?
I have a dagger. I don't have any armor. I'm a wizard, so.
Okay. 14. No, he's not awake enough to know to do anything, so he's just gonna claw at you. So he swings at you. 11 plus 3 is 14, and your AC. I haven't put it up there yet. What's your AC?
Oh, my AC is 10.
Okay, so that hits you, and I'm going to do a D3 of damage because he's, he's just hitting you. 2 points of damage.
I'm dead. You only have 1 HP.
You can only have 1 HP. That's not possible.
I only had 1 HP.
What's your con?
It gave me. Huh?
What's your con?
My con. There isn't a con.
Yeah. Either way, because you get a D4 as a 0 level character and then D4 as a wizard, so you should have 2 D4 no matter what. So 1 for the D4 and then roll another D4 for when you were 0 level.
Okay.
That's legal.
1. So
2. So you are dead. All right.
So I'm dead anyway.
You get knocked to 0 hit points. You're not dead at 0 hit points in this. You might still be able. You have 1 round because you're first level for a cleric or something to heal you, in order for you to not die.
Okay.
And even then, you still can roll the body. So it's not that easy to die. Although you're all dying in the first combat, which is sorry, I don't understand. You knocked him out. I don't know what to do. To steal his armor. Anyway, so you guys notice that he strikes the wizard firmly across the head, and the wizard drops to the ground. So again, you guys both rolled zeros again for initiative. So Tony, your characters go first.
Wow. I think Turnip. Can I use my sneak and roll like a sneak stealth deal to try to sneak up behind them?
Yeah, go for it.
That's a D20 plus my modifier. I think it's a +3.
Yeah, so you're gonna do it. You'll need a DC 15.
Oh, I rolled an at 20, so 23.
Nice. All right, yeah, you're super sneaking.
Yeah, he's gonna sneak up behind him and attack him twice with his sword, man.
Okay, you attack him next round because this round you're sneaking.
And all right, and Filipina she wants to shoot another crossbow bolt from the table she's sitting at.
Nice.
Hot dog. Now we're getting some good rolls. That'll be a 16 to hit, and it'll do 4 damage.
Okay, nice. Oh, all right. So this crossbow bolt sticks firmly into his half-naked chest, since he was being stripped. And the cleric, Noah, sir.
Yeah, Noah. Okay, Noah will.
You only have 1 round to heal this guy, so I recommend that you do that. Not that I should tell you what to do, but if you want to save him.
I don't have any healing spells.
All clerics can heal. You just lay on hands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The cleric will. Wait, is that guy still there?
Yeah. I mean, you are putting yourself in harm's way, but that's the only way you'll save the other guy. You are chaotic. I mean, you're chaotic, so maybe you won't do it. I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah. I don't think that's something that I should do. I don't think I should put myself in harm's way to necessarily help that guy. Yeah.
I mean, he's sexy.
Can I just run for the door?
You can do whatever you want. Are you a coward?
Maybe. Or what does Holy Sanctuary do?
What's holy what?
All right, I was looking. Yeah, Holy Sanctuary. It's a spell. I was looking through God, so I lost my spell place.
It's on page 263.
Okay. I'm gonna say I've served Cesricon since he's the most wicked god to ever set foot on Earth or whatever on the known world. Cesricon. And you said it was on 263. All right.
Smoking cigarettes in the hospital. Okay, these are children. So, okay, fine. Littering. Fur coats, butter.
All right.
Yeah, basically unless you get it with 24 or greater, you can't protect anybody but yourself, which is going to be a hard roll to make at second level.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, as long as I got some protection. I mean, because I haven't got nothing right now. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast Holy Sanctuary.
Okay, so roll a manifestation.
All right. All right. So the lightness of feet that makes a cleric seem to float just above the ground. So,
Nice.
So yeah, she begins to chant in this dark magic and she begins to sort of float into the air. And she rolls a total of 16. So enemies are compelled and force their attacks towards other targets. Yeah. So he can't attack me, I guess. unless he makes a will save.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're not right next to him, and there's other people near him, so I don't think that's really an issue right this second. So he's not going to attack you. I'll just say it compels him not to attack you right now. Well, he's not going to even bother to make a save. I'll just say it works. Okay. Did everybody go? Yep.
Yep.
All right. He runs to the door. You juke his weapons, so he's surrounded by 4 people. So he runs to the door and tries to get out. He's got a movement of.
Do they have any DCC? Do they have a like when he runs away from Turnip, since he's right there next to him, he gets an attack against him or not?
No, I don't think so. But I'll say you can. Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably. Let me just check. I don't think there's an official rule for it, but I'll say in this case because he's not defending himself at all. He's just going to sprint. So you can go ahead and do that.
Well, I get 1 or 2. Can I do 2 weapon or just
just
the 1?
This one, that's it.
All right, that's probably going to hit. I hope. Let me see my bonuses. 14 to hit.
What is it?
14.
Yeah, that hits.
It does 2 points of damage with the
Oh,
sword.
nice. Okay. Ouch. Okay. I mean, you give him a little slice as he runs past you, and he opens the door, and bolts. So the door is swinging open. He doesn't even grab that sensor on the ground. He just like runs down the street, and yeah. I mean, if you were to run to the door, you would. He basically has slinked off into nowhere. Like you don't even see him anymore. It's pitch dark in the street and looks empty.
Can Noah heal the wizard now, or is he dead now?
Yeah. Well, now because you didn't do it the same round. No, you have 1 round, so you can do it this round. Yeah, 100%. So you need to do a lay on hands check. So to do that, you need to. I mean, it should say it on your character sheet how you do it, but you roll a d20, just like a spell check, and then you compare their alignments.
Okay. So it's an 18 total.
18 is good.
Because let's say I have a +2 personality, and I'm at level 1.
Right, so that's a 20, 21. That's good. Yeah, so then you
I rolled 15. I already added the 3.
oh, okay. So what's the alignment of the wizard?
The alignment of brass is neutral.
Okay. So then
I'm sorry. Apparently, they did align the character for me. I just saw it. The cleric's actually supposed to be lawful.
okay, but if you wanted to be chaotic, that's fine.
Okay.
But anyways, it doesn't matter because it's the same thing. Lawful to neutral and chaotic neutral is something. So there's just should be on the sheet. I don't have the sheet in front of me. Hold on. I should get my gem screen. Or right on your character sheet, there should be a lay on hands section. Do you see it there?
Underneath the character sheet. Yeah, I see the lay on hands.
Yeah, and then you just compare it. So it gives you how many dice that you roll for healing, and that's their hit dice. So basically, I mean, with that high of a roll, I'm sure it's at least 2.
Name alignment. Same adjacent or opposite.
Adjacent. Yeah, adjacent, and then with an 18.
And then I rolled a 18.
Yep.
So then I rolled 2 dice.
Right, so it'd be 2d4 then for the wizard. If you only have 2 hit points.
I rolled a total of 3.
Right. Which you only heal 2 because you only have 2 hit points. So
Yeah. So
he's back up. Yeah. You can also heal yourself, by the way. You might want to do that.
Oh yeah, Noah. Yeah, she'll heal herself as well. So
Yeah.
I got to roll again.
No, you can be healed because that was the flashback.
Okay.
Longer than almost killed everybody. So basically, that was 2 days ago. You've been following the trail of this would-be assassin.
So is she back to max?
Yeah, you can be back to max, and you can have.
I'll add 2 to my luck then.
Yep.
For 2 days.
Exactly. And yeah, I don't think anybody else was hurt, right? So, and you can recover those 2. Well, actually, one of the crossbow bolts is in the dude, but the other one is. Actually, it's healed in the door, so I don't know if you get that one back either. But you do have a short sword, which is just a regular short sword. It seems very old. I mean, maybe to a collector it might be worth a little bit extra, but basically it just acts as a normal short sword, and a dagger. If you would like to use those things. But also, Crystal, if you use a weapon that's not allowed by your god or whatever, you're not trained in. Like, let's say if the wizard wants to use a sword, you would just roll a d16 instead of a d20 for your attack.
Okay, can I just like a mace?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you have to look at the
It should say on your sheet there's like a weapon section at the top. Did it give you any? It should give you some weapons.
Yeah, the sheet usually gives you weapons.
It gave me a staff. I'm sorry, give me one staff.
Yeah.
It didn't give me any armor though.
Yeah, well, armor's expensive.
Yeah. You gave me some money. I could buy some armor.
Really? I don't know if you have enough for how much money do you have?
29 gold.
I don't.
I mean, one can buy at least some leather, right? I know some of it's like really expensive.
I don't know.
Anyway, we won't worry about it. I mean, I don't want
You can just look it up as we're moving forward. If you can just look it up in the equipment section. If you can afford leather armor, you can have leather armor.
Okay.
If you're, you know. All right, so that's a lot of gold, though. I heard they're getting gold whenever they'll have the PreGen characters made.
Wow, it gave one of my halflings that he's got 44 gold.
Holy cow!
Yeah, with my 29, I can buy leather.
Oh, perfect. You can have leather armor. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to have stuff, you can certainly have it. I mean, if you have enough gold for it, you could have bought it when you were in town before everybody fell asleep. So what you found out was you ended up on the trail of this assassin as you were passing through smaller towns and some farmhouses and stuff. Asking people as you went through the land. This sleeping curse seems to be spreading, and nobody seems to be doing anything about it. But you can clearly see that, this would be like bestial assassin is at least partially behind it, and you feel like there could be some good reward in this if you could, stop them. So,
one quick question I would have retconned real quick: the censer that Filipina stepped on, she would have picked it. She would have picked up and gave it to the cleric, and maybe see if the cleric would know anything about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you could roll a d20 against your int.
D20 against me to try and roll.
Well, yeah. So you're gonna roll a DC 15, and you're gonna use your int as your modifier, I should say.
Okay, so I roll a DC 15.
Yep.
I have one of those.
No, you're gonna roll You're gonna roll a d20, trying to get a 15 or better, with including all your modifiers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I understand. All right, so, and I can use what, intelligence as a modifier?
Intelligence, yeah.
All right, so that's 0. All right, I rolled a 17.
Okay, nice. So yeah, you can tell. I mean, you would have been able to tell pretty easily, even if you had gotten like 10 or better, that it's kind of clearly, because you saw it being used anyways. It's the kind of thing that you put incense in. But what you can definitely tell though is that it is tremendously old. Like it's the style and the composition of the metal hasn't been used. Like you've seen some like old sensors and stuff in the various temples that you've been in, but this is like, and usually when they're this old, they're not used anymore. They're put like as a holy relics because of their age. So you would know this is quite old.
Okay.
Yeah. And probably valuable because of that to the right person.
Would you share that information to all of us?
Yeah, I would. I would go ahead and, since I'm lawful apparently, yeah, I would go ahead and let you all know. This is actually belongs. Yeah, it's actually old and worth.
You should let me hold on to that. Then we could probably sell it somewhere. It's be valuable for all of us.
Well, I mean, now the other one stepped on it. I don't. That may decrease the value.
Well, I come from a family of traders. I'm a halfling trader. I'm sure that with my skills, I can get us at least a few silver or maybe some gold. But yes, I'll hold on to it for us.
Yes, you hold on to it for us, and we'll bring it up the next time we get to a town to sell things.
So yeah, so you're basically traveling through. Crystal, if you want to take a moment to put your character's names, armor class, and lock in
Crap. You know, I keep trying, and then I keep having other things that I'm trying to look at the same time.
There's a lot going on in DCC.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and do that when you get a chance.
All right.
I'll pause until you do it. But essentially, you're traveling, following this assassin. You know, it was pretty clear in your mind that he was probably using, or you know, when you first left, that he was probably using this to knock people out until he could rob them. But now that you're seeing it's much more of an epidemic, you think there's something much more devious going on.
Would we know anything about what he was? I mean, would we have any knowledge of what kind of creature he was or anything or not?
Probably not. I mean, what's your background?
The turnip is a halfling trader, and Filipina is a halfling chicken butcher. I don't know about Christmas characters.
Yeah. What are your background? Well, what's your backgrounds, Chris?
My background for Brass is he was an urchin. And my background for Noah is she was an indentured servant.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Okay, so if any of you want to try, it's going to be a DC 15, but you have to roll on a 10-sided die because you don't have any background in it. So
yeah, I'll try it.
Do
we add any mod?
Well, you're int.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
which means you'll have to use luck if you want to try to clearly. Because you'll never
so
get a
straight D10 for both of mine.
Yeah.
2 and a 3. So yeah, I'm not going to burn any luck on that.
Yeah, that's a lot of luck to burn. No, you've never heard of any creatures like this. I mean, you know that there's a lot of various kind of humanoids in the dark and dangerous forest, but you guys are all, you know, even though you spent a lot of gold and bragged a lot about your first adventure, you were mostly just killing frogs. Yeah. At this point, you haven't seen too many monsters, but, you know, maybe in a circus or something, you saw monkeys and stuff, so you understand that they were kind of monkeyish, but other than that, no. Okay. So you travel for a couple of days, and you find yourself essentially at a small, like, kind of waterfall in this box text, and I always have my box text on there for you. I'm a fan of box text. Okay. A thundering waterfall punctures the side of the chasm, tumbling down into the swirling mist. Tumbling water crashes atop a pair of matched portals set into the walls of the chasm. So you're basically looking over this chasm and down into it, and you can kind of, it goes down really far. Like it's so far down that it's kind of dark at the bottom. But the waterfall comes down, and it looks like there's some kind of like bridge or whatever's sticking out of the wall, and there's portals in it. So it looks like maybe at one point there was bridges or whatever, but there doesn't seem to be a way to get there now. They are approximately 50 feet down below you. And perhaps you use some of that money to buy rope.
Yeah, I got a grappling hook with 80 foot of rope.
Oh, perfect. So yeah, you could definitely get down. It would with the rope, and if you take the time to set it, you won't have to even really roll anything. You can definitely get down. With the waterfall, though, you got to kind of make a choice whether you want to go onto the. Let me look at the map so I know my directions. Whether you want to go on. Oh, that's north. Okay. So that's north. So whether you want to go on the west or the east side of the waterfall, and because it's kind of pouring down. Essentially, the doors are on opposite sides of the chasm.
Yeah, Filipina would want to go on the side that she's not going to get wet. The left side to get wet. She don't want to get up pretty close with it.
You probably have less chance of getting wet if you went to the west.
Yep, that's what she'll suggest then.
Can I do this? Let me just try something here. Let me see if I can just show you this part of it. It's going to look pretty pixelated, but yeah. There we go. Let me share that. Okay, so you guys can probably see that now. So basically, you're here more or less at the top. You can walk to either side if you want, because the water is kind of pouring out. And this is the west side, and then this would be the east side over here. Oh, hold on. This would be the west side, and then this would be the east side over here. And you guys are like basically, up here. So
Yeah, she'll definitely go to the west then.
Yeah, you can see that there's a. I mean, you can see on the map now, but you couldn't see it until you got down here. You guys climb down. Not a problem. Everybody wants to climb down, I'm assuming. Crystal, your character's climbing down as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was trying to get them paused. Yes, they are. Also, I put the name of my god in the chat, and I bought a Warhammer.
Oh, nice. Okay. I mean, you could just swap the. You don't have to use money for that if you don't want to. You could swap over for the staff. Okay, unless you want the staff as well. So you guys come down to the west side of the chasm down here, and as you kind of just getting close to the bottom, let's see how far off the ground you are. Let me roll a d5. Oh, actually, you just get to the bottom, so you get all the ways down. Just as you do, you hear some kind of guttural screaming. It seems like they're speaking in common, but it's very like old common. Like you can kind of make out some words, and you definitely make out the words "die" as your rope is cut and falls down to you.
Oh.
So you lost your grappling hook, but you've got like most of the rope still because they did cut it at the top. And you are down over here. And to the west, you see kind of a collapsed ceiling. Dark corridor is lined with work stones, each engraved with scores of runes inset within gold. The corridor ends abruptly before a pile of boulders and debris. And then, of course, if you looked across the other way over here, you actually see a small platform and you see some doors. But you'd have to cross this chasm now of about I guess it's about 15 feet, maybe.
Turnip looks towards the muscle-bound wizard and goes, well, you're the one with the big arms.
Yeah, Brass will reflect, just almost out of reflex, like just to make big muscle sounds, and he'll move over towards that pile.
The pile of rubble.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it looks to you that the ceiling has collapsed a bit. It's hard to say because it's dark on the other side of it, whether or not like how deep the collapse is from where you're standing.
Okay. All right.
While he's doing that, Filipina will go to you said there was like a door. Filipina will go check out the door.
The door's on the other side. She'd have to jump 15 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the chasm. It's over here.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah. It's probably hard to see because the people are there. But yeah, you guys are here currently. You chose west.
Yep, I got you.
So you're on the other side. Crystal, roll a d10 plus your intelligence modifier.
Roll a d10, right?
Roll a d10 plus your intelligence modifier.
Okay. And is that for Noah or for Brass? For Brass?
For Brad, yeah.
Okay, and then he got +1, so that's a total of 8.
Okay. Yeah, it's really hard to say. Like you're not sure, how deep the collapse went, because it's too dark to see through, and you don't really have an engineering background or anything. But without further investigation, you wouldn't be able to know like if this is passable or not, or if it's completely collapsed.
Okay.
And also, you can't. The runes on the wall are they're ancient, but you can't really read them.
Okay, that's fine. While he's exploring that as well, he'd also like to move just a couple of rocks, like kind of dig down into the rubble and just see if there's like anything of value, like maybe someone got trapped under it and their supplies were left on them, something like that.
Well, that makes sense. And what about the cleric? Is she helping, or is she exploring the door with the halflings, or you're not exploring to the edge, I guess?
Yeah, Noah. Noah's actually going to be helping the wizard with. Brass actually, asked her to come help him dig through the pile a little bit, see if they can find anything together.
All right. Are you going to try to figure out there's a way over to the thing, Tony? Is that what you want to do? Or?
Well, I can say a little turnip actually seeing the wizard start digging. He's got a 14 strength, so he's going to help dig some rocks. But Filipina knows that there's nothing she can do with those rocks, so she's going to try to figure out if there's a way to get across to that other side Maybe if we could rig up that rope or something to get across or something.
All right, fair enough. All right, so everybody digging. You're going to make a DC 10 reflex save as the roof starts to collapse and you start to pull.
Oh no. Reflex. Oh man, that'd give me a 12 then, because I rolled a 10.
Okay, good.
Brass got a 14.
Good.
And Noah got a 15.
Perfect. So it collapses down. You guys dodge out of the way, taking only half damage, although I rolled 10 points of damage, so you each take 5 points of damage from the collapsing.
Brass is dead.
Turnip's down to 1 HP.
Yeah.
Oh wait, can Noah lay on heals Brass again?
As long as she's still up, yeah.
Yeah, she took 5 points, so she had 1 HP left.
Yeah. Oh, see, I should have done that differently. It's okay.
See, I wonder if this online deal, we should have 2d6, the halfling should, since we're 0, and then, or be a d4 and a d6.
For what?
For HP?
Yeah, it's a D4, and then so everybody gets a D4 at 0 level. So whenever you make a brand new character at first level, you get a D4 plus whatever your class is.
I just wonder if they didn't give us that, because earlier Crystal's guy only had that 1.
Only have 6 HP. So
yeah,
that,
well, you might have got. I don't know if you want to reroll. Go ahead and reroll. But whatever you roll is what you get. So if you're high, I would stay.
What in the world?
Yeah, I think when you're making them, you have to click off that you want that.
okay.
But yeah, go ahead and roll it. So your class plus the well, you already did for the wizard, but
I'm gonna roll a d4 for the
yeah, just roll a d4.
starting.
Yep. Go ahead and roll a d4 for each of your other characters and add that.
Ooh, I got a 4.
Nice.
All right, so I got a 3, so that makes it a total of 9. So I'm down to 4 HP.
Nice. All right, yeah, so you're up then still. And yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'll be at you said we took half, so I'll be at 5 now then.
Okay, yeah. Luckily, you guys passed the save. Otherwise, that would have been pretty bad. So what I was thinking is there's a note here that says if there's a 6 on either of the 2 dice, then you have a chance of being pinned. But since it did 2d6 and just gave me a total, I don't know if it was or not. So I'm just I'll say that. Oh no, actually, one of them was. No, that can't be right either. Whatever. We're gonna say no. So nobody's pinned. So that being said, since you were looking, you can do a DC 15. So again, you're gonna roll a D20 crystal plus your intelligence to try to discover anything you were looking for.
Brass got an 18.
Nice.
Noah got a 15.
Well, that's all right. That's who was looking. So yeah, you did notice as it was coming down, and maybe that well, once you're healed, which go ahead and heal him first.
Okay, and that's 2d4.
No, you got to roll a lay on hands every single time.
Okay, yeah.
Because you can fail, and if you fail, then chance of getting corruption.
All right, so that's 17.
Yes, that succeeds. Okay, and then you look and compare it against the chart.
No, it's 16 total.
Okay, and then just compare the chart and then roll it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it is 2.
But if you fail, well, if you fail, you just have to do it again. But if you get a 1, then that adds up. That can be a disfavor to the gods. So you need to. That's why I have to roll every time because you might get a 1.
Okay. So Noah got a Noah healed Brass for 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Puts him back to full, and then she's gonna lay on hands herself. Does she have to roll for that?
Yep.
Okay.
There's another time.
Because last time I think but you just let. All right, she rolled a 19, and she has a +2, so that's 21.
Yeah. Well, I didn't before because time went by. Yeah, you're right. You should roll every time because of that. Because what ends up happening is if you get a 1, then you get disfavor. So there's problems. Like that's why you need to roll. Otherwise, you just be able to heal all day long. So there is a risk.
Since she's laying on hands herself, she's of the same alignment, right?
She does same alignment, yeah.
Okay, so I get to roll 4 dice.
Yeah, and it's your hit die is what you roll.
3, huh?
I'm pretty sure I'm doing that right.
4. All right, 3, 6.
It's only if you roll a 1 that you have a problem, I believe, with going on pretty quickly.
She rolled 7 points, so she's back to max.
After you do all that, Turnip just folds his hands over across in front of him and he goes, well, what about me, darling? You know, I'm not looking too well either.
I'm so sorry. Brass and I have been. It's usually just Brass and I, and then you guys recently joined. So,
well, I know my muscles aren't quite as big as his, but I am quite strong.
All right. So anytime that you fail, you need to make note of it.
Huh?
Anytime that you fail, you need to make note of it.
Okay. I have succeeded every time so far, though, right?
Yeah.
In my alignment is neutral.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we're sitting here arguing. Apparently, my god didn't appreciate allies arguing because I just rolled a nat 1. So I'm trying to heal you, but I'm getting all of these negative feelings because we're arguing, and so suddenly we get punished for that.
Okay. Yeah, so you roll a 1. So I've never seen somebody get a 1 before. Before rolling the spell, a cleric must place condition. Oh, okay. Number of dice equal to. So I think when you get a 1, then you get disfavor. I need to gotta find the chart. Full use of divine power. Each failed check increases the chance of disapproval. After the first spell check phases, they declare a range of disapproval increases from 1 to 2. Therefore, 1 to 2 spell. Okay. Natural 1 means disapproval. In natural 1 during a spell check, a cleric discovers that he somehow gained or disapproval for his deity. The spell check automatically fails, and the cleric must roll on disapproval table. So 122. So let's see, you got to roll on the table. But also your disapproval range now goes up to a 2, because every time you fail, it goes up by 1.
Okay, so.
So now if you get a 1 or a 2, you'll get disapproval, and you also have to roll on disapproval table, which is a D20. For this, each and every time the clerk rolls a 1 on a natural on a spell check.
So should I write down disapproval at 2?
That's right. Now you'll get disapproval at 1 or 2.
Okay.
Yeah. That resets them.
Okay.
The roll is a D4 for every point on the spell check. For instance, if the cleric rolled a natural 1, he would roll a 1d4. If he rolled a natural 4, that kind of disapproval, he would add up 4d4. Oh, actually, that's actually pretty good. So you roll a d4.
Okay, cool.
That makes sense, actually.
I rolled a 2.
2. The cleric must pray for forgiveness immediately. He must spend at least 1 hour in prayer, beginning as soon as they're able. So obviously, if you're in combat, you don't have to do that. You wait till it's over. Failure to finish the prayer hour needs to -1 in penalty until he completes the full hour. Okay. You have to pray for an hour, basically, so that's not too bad. In your particular circumstance, you're kind of hanging out there. You have to sit there for an hour and pray.
Okay.
Turnip crosses his arms and he just goes, I guess your God does not like halflings then.
I'm so sorry. It's my fault. Please. I must go make amends to my God. And she will turn around and I'm going to say she pulls out a whip that's not for combat. And she takes her armor off and starts to whip herself across the back.
Okay. So you were checking out the other way. What's Filipina's background again? I'm sorry. She was a
halfling chicken butcher.
She's a chicken butcher, so that doesn't necessarily give you any ability to cross the. So you could roll a d10, but again for the DC 15 check to see if you see any clues as to what you might be able to do it. Otherwise, you can just come up with an idea if you want.
Yeah, no intelligence mod if I have one.
Yeah.
I rolled a 10, so just a 10.
Yeah. Yeah, so you don't see any way that from your, let's say, trade background that would help you get across this. You do see that it's, let's see, it looks like it's, I'm trying to, 1 square is 5 feet, 1, 2, it's about 30 feet or so across, water splashing. Yeah, I mean, you know that it would probably be easier to climb down, but you're not sure if you could cross the water once you get to the bottom.
Can we see, I know, of course, the map is probably showing us more than what we can really see, but like with the, where you have the blue square, like if you say come down 10 feet, can we see that opening that goes to the right? On my screen, it goes to the right.
Over here or over here?
Yeah, over that way. Can we see that way?
Yeah, you can see that the chasm goes further in either direction, yep. So you could theoretically follow the river down, but that's not going to get you closer to the door because that's another like 100 feet down or something. Well, I don't know how far down it is. I'll look check, but you can get down there with rope for sure. Let me see how far down it is actually. Let's see, chasm floor. Let's see how far down it is. Upper, rappelling down the walls. I'll say it's another 50 feet down. We'll just say it doesn't say. We'll say it's 50 feet down. So you could climb down there with the rope you have if you want to explore. It's dark down there.
Oh,
But-
okay.
But
Yeah, Turnip and Brass would probably, they'd figure out it's probably pretty futile as they keep digging these rocks. It's futile to keep going.
Brass, I actually equipped him pretty well before, because when Daniel said I could, I just forgot to do Noah. So Brass actually has some rope as well, 50 feet worth.
Right.
And he also has 3 torches. So if we need to see, he has some flint and steel.
Yeah, I mean, you can drop some, like if you dropped a few rocks down or whatever, you can tell that the bottom of the water isn't that far down, but it's definitely in darkness. And it's probably, let's say roughly 50 feet down.
As an urchin, like, would he have ever, maybe come across a bridge that was down or something, like in his city, and he had to find a way across? Could being an urchin help in any way?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Sorry, I'm just spewing ideas.
Yeah, I don't see how that would. No.
Sorry, it was really silly of me to.
No, it's fun.
I was really stretching there.
Yeah, I mean, you could. It'd be very difficult you could climb back up and then go across and down.
Yeah.
But at this point, climbing up the wall would be very dangerous. You could climb down into the chasm and see what's down there. In theory, if it's not too wide, you could theoretically climb back up the other side. But again, you'd need some way of. But you have quite a bit of rope, and this isn't that far, so you probably could throw a rope across. You definitely could try.
Yeah, but
It's just gonna
we don't have a grappling hook.
grappling hook at the top. If you want the grappling hook back, you'd have to get up there and get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
So
you could climb.
throwing just rope over isn't really going to help because we wouldn't have any way to anchor it to the other side.
Yeah, not unless you have some creative solution that you think you can.
What if? Okay, could Brass get a? He is an 18 strength, right?
Mhm.
So could Brass get a reasonably sized rock, like pretty good sized rock, and put some rope around it, and then basically like a giant sling, sling it over his head, and or even if someone just held the rope and he just runs Olympic style with the rock in his hand and just chucks it as hard as he can. Just those Olympic ball tossing things.
I mean, yeah, you could certainly throw a rock over there. What's that going to do?
What I'm saying is, what I want is to tie some rope around the rock, like decently sized rock with some good weight on it, how much ever you think that that would be needed, and
Versus weight.
throw a heavy rock that
Like a shot put. You're thinking of a
Well, no,
shot
I
put.
get that
Yeah.
part, but okay. So you throw the rock over, let's say
with the rope attached to it,
30-pound rock.
so that
with
so that when the rock lands on the other side, it would be roped up, and then hopefully they could do something with that, because then at least they would have it on the other side, and maybe they could use it as like a grappling hook or something, try and like pull it into another set of boulders or something.
I mean, so you want to throw a rock to the other side that's maybe like 30 pounds or something with the that seems reasonable. You could throw a 30-pound if you're very strong. Throw a 30-pound rock that far, why not? It lands on the other side with the rope on it. And then you want what, the halflings to get across?
I mean, yeah, I was thinking like maybe we could try and type rope across or something like that. And so my wizard still has her staff. My cleric. So she'd be willing to give up her staff, and they could use that to like balance themselves on the type rope across. And then we'd have people over there with rope.
I mean, what do the halflings think about this?
Well, I'm trying to think. So, yeah, I mean, if the wizard's going to throw the big rock across and he's going to hold on to the ropes and not let it go, so the rock lands, you still got a hold of the rope. We can tie the rope off somewhere, and then you want us to kind of either tight rope or you want us to crawl across on the rope, right? Is that what you're saying, basically?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
How deep is the chasm again?
You think it's about 50 feet.
Ooh. What is wisdom in this? Is that personality or?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh yeah, I mean, one of them's got a 16 personality, so yeah, he would know. That's maybe not too wise. That could be very dangerous.
I have my Brass has a 14 intelligence, so I mean, he's just trying to think of a creative solution to get over there.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that unless you're very, very lucky, the fact that the rock weighs less than the halfling is probably going to pull the rock towards.
Yeah, that's what I'm mostly afraid of.
Yeah, you probably can't throw a rock that weighs as much as a halfling.
Okay, well, or what on the other side though? Is there anywhere I could like throw a rock and use the get it wedged between some boulders or something? You know what I mean?
There's no boulders on the other side. There's just the doors.
Okay.
Yeah. No, unfortunately not. Well, actually, let me read the other side to you. Maybe there is boulders. There's not boulders, but there might be something over there. The other side is 1-1B. Portal is set into the chasm wall, partially obscured by the crushing waterfall. A pair of bronze gates stands partially open. Each of the gates is emblazoned with a stylized dragon. Exposed beneath the platform is a mechanism composed of rusty black gears, massive flywheel. Oh yeah, right. There's like a right at the gate. There's basically, although it's really hard to see, it looks like there's some kind of some mechanisms there. You might be able to throw it inside the mechanism. You could probably try.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
Wizard asked about that. He says, oh, well, what about those mechanisms? I could try throwing a rock with a rope tied to it into those. Maybe we could get it wedged up in there so you guys could crawl across.
Well, you're the Hulk, so just try it and see, and we'll go from there.
All right. Well, I mean, it's better than standing around and doing nothing. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to tie the rope around that. I don't think there's any spells I have that can really help me. Let me see. Let me look up cantrip real quick because that might be able to help. Reduce visual and auditory effects. The spell can be applied magical energy in many minor tasks. The inherent risk of casting what is it? The spell is outlined. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not really going to help me in any way. Okay, no, I'll just straight up throw it to the other side then.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not trying to slow everything down.
No, it's fine. So go. You're going to tie the biggest rock that you can find, hoping to get it
Well, yeah.
to a rope, and then you're going to throw it across the 15 feet. So just make a strength to roll DC 15 strength. So go ahead and roll D20 plus your strength mod and get 15 or better. Don't roll 1.
On my strength mod of an 18 strength. I rolled a total. Oh man, I think I missed it. I rolled a total of 13.
Okay, so you throw it across it and it smashes on the other side and just falls into the chasm. And you can pull it back up and try it again if you want.
Well, the only other choice we would have would be to put the rope down and climb down into the darkness, and then one of us is going to have to crawl up on the other side and secure a rope. That's the only thing I know to do, is what Filipina says.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to keep trying to throw it, you can. But if you do end up rolling a 1, you're gonna hurt yourself. Basically, you're gonna strain yourself because that's a pretty heavy rock to throw.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think my wizard is smart enough to know his limits and say, yeah, I think maybe that's best. I mean, that 30-pound rock, heck, we can use that as an anchor to the bottom. Is there a place up here? Wizard's gonna look around. Is there a place up here that we could tie the rope to safely?
I mean, there's a lot of rocks up here that are like deeper into the wreckage, if you will. So then there you got about 20 feet going back. You could probably tie it around a relatively large boulder, especially since you have 80 feet plus your 50 feet. You should be able to do that.
Yeah.
You tie it around a really big boulder that you wouldn't be able to move yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Question. If we take time, since the cleric is praying,
Yep.
Brass would suggest if we take time, could we have enough time to make like gem knots so that it'll make it easier for climbing down and up and down?
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that.
So because the cleric has to pray for like an hour anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah, we're with all that going on, we're like maybe 15 minutes into the hour. Yeah, there you wouldn't be here. You start to as you're making the knots, you start to hear first and then see kind of a rain of small, like baseball size to softball size, so not that small, rocks coming from above. There's a hail of them. Oh shit! Hold on. Okay, who has the lowest luck?
Like from the way we come from up there?
Yeah, like somebody's throwing rocks down at you. Possibly the people who cut the rope. They've been waiting all this time and you haven't died yet, so they're going to try to attack you. Who has the lowest luck?
I got
we'll
a.
have an 8.
Oh, mine are higher than that.
8, 10, 17. Okay, so yeah, so Noah, what's your AC? Is it above 11?
It's 12.
Okay, so a rock lands right
Armor.
on you, just misses.
Is this after I've prayed and everything?
Nope, you're praying when it goes on.
Okay. Well, I want to be fair. I did specifically say that I took off my leather armor in order to hit myself on the back of the whip.
Oh, so that would hit you then if you took that off?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so you get... Okay, you're not hanging on the ropes. You don't have to worry about that. DC, let's see, D12. You take 6 points of damage. The rock smashes you in the shoulder.
Okay.
Okay, what do you guys want to do? You could actually go ahead and roll initiative so we can do it in a certain order. Just, again, roll the best for your side.
If Noah, has it been an hour? Has she
No, it's
still?
been 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. She has to keep praying then. So.
Yeah, we'll just roll 1 for your side. Whoever has the best initiative, it's fine. If it's her, you can do it.
I had a 4.
They actually rolled terrible this time with only a 7, so we'll see.
Okay, so initiative. I don't think I have any initiative, so I just rolled a 12.
Okay, so you go first. So Brass can go something. About 30 or about 50 feet above you, You can vaguely make out the outlines of people. They seem to be collecting rocks and then tossing them off the side.
Okay. Brass, he begins to do his dance, and blue lights shoot from his nipples. He's going to try and put him to sleep.
Okay. Roll d20.
As his these blue lights, these hypnotic lights, are strobing his enemy, he rolls a total of 12. 12.
12. Nice.
You're going to see Filipina walk over to you as you're doing that, and she's just going to reach her halfling hand up to your chest, and she's going to touch it real quick, and as her hand goes through those blue lights, and go, "Oh, so wonderful! Turnip was right," and I'll give you 3 points of luck to add to that.
Okay.
Nice.
So 15.
So that's a total of 15.
Nice. Okay, 15 for sleep. Up to 2 targets. Okay, perfect. Within range. What is the range of sleep? 60 feet, so perfect. So they need to make saves against a 15. So let me roll their saves. Nope, 10 and 4. So actually, I'm going to roll. Let's say that they have 8 for luck. We'll just randomly do that. I'm going to see if they fall off the side or not. Oh, no, it doesn't say if they have luck. It does not. I'm going to give them both 8 luck because that seems about average. And here we go. Nope, they're both lucky enough to not. Oh, no, you have to roll under your luck. Both of them fall off the cliff.
Oh, they fall down towards us, huh?
They fall down towards you. So who has the highest luck?
Probably Turnip. He's got 12.
12? Okay, go ahead and make a luck check.
A 9.
Okay. So, damn it.
You're rolling your luck, so you did it, right?
No, I was gonna say you can choose if you succeed in your luck check, but since you don't know what it would have been, so I'll just roll. I'm gonna go 1 through 3. They land. Well, actually, I'm gonna go 1, 2. They land on your side. Whatever, or in the chasm, or on the other side. So here we go. D6. Okay, actually, they land on your side. So hopefully that's what you want. And they aren't in a natural sleep and won't be woken up except for by the spinning of the pole or whatever. It has to be something you can actually do. So whatever. Maybe you said snap your fingers, so it doesn't.
Can we tell they're dead though? I mean, from that.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll to see if they're dead now.
There's just another. I have to do the awakening dance in order to awaken them.
Well, yeah, but it can't just be something that only you can do. It has to be like a thing.
Oh, okay.
Like Cinderella, not Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, that kind of stuff. Okay, so they have points, and they took 3d6 damage. Yeah, they're both dead. They both smashed their skulls. We killed them both.
Are they humans?
No, they're similar ape-type people. They have short swords on them. Same thing as the other guy. Short swords, and they have...
Do we see any more of them standing up there? Any shadows or figures?
Well, actually, these guys are legionnaires. You don't see any more. They might not... They have short swords, but they... Well, it's too big for you anyways, but they might have some kind of...
Okay. I don't think I can use a short sword as a wizard.
Yeah, remember you
again, you use a d16.
Huh?
You have to roll a d16 to attack with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not proficient with it. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. That like I don't know how to use them or whatever. Not well, so I won't give up my dagger because right now I have a dagger.
Actually, they're wearing scale mail armor, which is kind of big.
Wow.
I guess you couldn't really wear it. They have shields on their backs. They have shields and short swords.
Nice.
So they do have shields if anybody can use a shield. I don't know. I can't remember. A shield give you a bonus.
Cleric can use a shield. She's praying right now, but Brass will grab one of those shields, knowing that she could use it.
So a shield. This is why I need a DM screen when I do this. I guess I should have had the DM screen out. We can do that next time. Because when you use armor, it increases your fumble die. So let's see. A shield makes it a D8. So note that when you're going to use it. And also you have leather armor, right? D8. So you're already, yeah, so you both of you, she's already wearing leather armor? Okay, so
Mhm.
you already D8, so it doesn't matter. All right. Okay. Are either one of the halflings going to take a shield? No, right? Because you're using.
Oh,
two-
no, they wouldn't.
Yeah, they're probably too big for you, anyways. At this point, they're not like bucklers or like regular size shields. Okay, so they die, and nobody else harasses you because it's only the two of them. So, once again, a very useful, very good use of the sleep spell with halfling luck. And after the hour goes by, your cleric. Actually, did you want to try to climb across while we're waiting, or do you want to wait till the cleric?
No, we were making up the rope for now.
Yeah,
and
you can do that another 15 minutes. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the cleric will, after her thing, she'll try and lay on hands herself to heal from that damage from earlier.
is everybody going to wait though? Or are you going to try to attempt the crossing before, so that you're ready as soon as the cleric is ready, or do you want to wait for her?
We're waiting on the cleric. I thought, are we, Tony?
Oh, yeah, the halflings would wait till you're finished because he wants you to try to help him again.
Well,
yeah,
that's right.
that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, yeah, you can do that, and you progress through the rest of the penance unscathed. Maybe taking the extra rock damage during the thing was part of the god.
Yeah, that's what she thinks.
Yeah, you weren't hitting yourself hard enough, so the rocks down.
That's why she started hitting herself harder.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're able to do that, and so everybody's back up. You want to heal now?
All right. First she's going to try to lay on hands herself because without her, there won't be anyone around to lay on hands. That's a total of 17. And with a 17, she gets to do, since it's the same. Sorry, let me check again. Same alignment, 17. She gets to do 3 hit die. That's 2, 4, and 8. She recovers 8, so she's back to max. And then she will again go over to the halfling and pray to her god to hopefully heal him. And she does a total of 19, so she succeeds. What's your alignment of your character?
He's neutral.
Okay, so that's adjacent. All right, so 19, you get 2 dice. You get 6 HP back.
Oh, perfect. Got to put him back to max then, too.
Nice.
This is cool. I really like this.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The thing is, anytime you fail a spell check, you've been pretty lucky so far. That number goes up. So
Yeah,
you're 1 or 2. It's gonna be 1.
I like that. Like, I like the idea that there are consequences for failing.
Yeah, everything, and there's a lot of charts
Really
in
cool.
DCC, but it's actually really, really, really fun. Okay, so you're gonna calm down. You made some extra knots and stuff, so you took your time. So I'll say you can get down to the bottom, no problem. Who's going?
The halflings will go first since they have infravision. They get 30 foot of infravision.
Do they? Oh, good.
Yeah, and they sure do in this edition. So I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I never.
I'm gonna
All right, yeah, so that's good. You can climb down there. There's a lot of
that
stuff in the water.
they can kind of scope it out and see what's down at the bottom in the darkness.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Brass will tell you to whistle up if it's clear.
Or you hear a scream if it's not.
Yeah.
let's see. Oh, look, a demon face. 11G? Is that or is that a C? G. C it is. Does it involve a G? All right, so chasm floor. The base of the chasm is a chaotic mess of enormous boulders, the deafening crash of water and seething mist. The rocks are slick with black slime, and the air is cold and wet, chilling your bones. And you see, basically, I'm not screen sharing anymore. I moved the map over so creatively for you guys, and I wasn't even screen sharing. Here we go. All right, so you can see now that you can see basically about this far. You get 30 feet, right? So that's probably a little further than you can see. So you can see that at points it's only about 5 or 6 feet across. You probably, as a halfling, and it's rushing pretty quickly. That seems a little dangerous, but it's only about 5 or 6 feet. So you know that with some assistance you could probably get across.
Yeah, turn up a whistle back up. A loud whistle that Brass and him will know it's safe to come on down at that point.
All right, yeah. So Brass will go ahead and light up a torch. Since he's going to need that to see. He uses flint and steel to light it up, and he proceeds on his way down. And the cleric, she's going to put the shield on her that she Brass gave her. She's going to put that on her back and proceed down as well.
Cool. What should I do with them now?
She also put her armor back on.
Yeah, you get all dressed up and everything. That's fine. Assume you're not walking around, Nathan.
Yeah.
All right. So I can see. Okay, so you get down to the bottom, like I said. So do you want to? You've got a couple of options, really. I mean, you can see that getting back over to here, where the door is not going to be super easy because you'll have to kind of scale along this. So I'll tell you, just mechanically wise, you'll have to make a DC 15 agility check to be able to make your way over to here, and then to climb the wall, it's a DC 20. To get up there with no rope because it's slick and wet and everything. If you want to continue down the path here, you can. This is also slippery, and you'll have to make like a DC 10 check. This is every 50 or so feet. So basically, to get like to here, you'd have to make a check, or else you might fall in the river. So it's pretty dangerous down here, but it's it's doable.
Yeah, the halflings would definitely be for taking the easiest way to go instead of trying to climb up the steep.
Okay, you want to try to head down the river then?
Yeah, Brass and Noah will agree like that. It'd be dumb to be foolhardy, so let's go the safe way.
Okay, so I'm going to say because you made all the special knots, you had 50 feet of rope and you had 80 feet, Tony?
Yeah, mine was 80 feet.
Yeah, so that's the 50 gets you down. You had to tie the thing off another 30. You probably, if you cut your rope to take any with you, you have at the most about 20 feet left between you guys, assuming you're
all right.
Unless you leave it all up there, but I'm assuming you want to take some rope with you. So one of you has 20 feet of rope, however you want to do that.
Yeah. Brass will carry it if that's okay, since he has an 18 strength.
Okay. Okay, so you're heading, are you going to stay along the west side, or are you going to try to cross over?
I would say just the west side would be the easiest way.
All right, so when you cross this area here, you guys will have to make a DC 10 agility. Or climb sheer surfaces, but I don't think you guys had that. So.
Oh, no. An 8 and a 2.
Oh, no.
And that's with a bonus, that's be a 9 with so a 9 and a 2.
Well, so that's, but you can use luck.
Yeah, I'll use definitely for turnip. I'll use the luck because I only need 1 point for him. The other one, I'm not going to burn up much luck. I'll just have to take whatever happens.
Okay, how about you, Crystal?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to roll it right.
Yeah, DC 10 agility. So try to get 10 or better using your agility. Oh, also, if you're in armor, you have minuses.
Okay.
Let's see.
Brass made a. I rolled a. Brass made it 15. You said DC 10, right?
Yep. Yeah, so you made it, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got the armor penalties -2 then, so I'll have to burn 2 more points of luck for
I didn't realize you had armor on. Okay, yeah. And the cleric is going to be -1 for your leather armor.
-1 for my leather armor.
To your check here.
Oh man, I rolled it. I have a total of 8 then.
Okay, you can burn luck too, though. What's your luck?
Oh, I can?
Yeah, if you burn your luck, though, it never comes back. So just lower the score. You can roll. It's a 1-to-1. So if you need 2 points to make it, you could reduce your luck by 2 points.
I got to bring my luck down to a 6.
I mean,
they're penalized for that.
I mean, and you see how many times luck is used. Every time you roll luck. Yeah. I mean, and also, you're a cleric? I don't think that they use it for much. You do use them for some other things, like the luck, some of the like fumbles, stuff like that. You'll be penalized because it's a 6. I think it's a minus, probably like -1 or something. You'd have to check it.
I know 8's a -1 because that's what I have.
It might be minus. Well, hold on. Minus probably work too.
Yeah, 7's -1 also.
Yeah, so it could be 7-8 or it could be 6-7-8. So let's look. I can't remember. There's like a single. Yeah, ability score modifier. A 6 brings you. Yeah, it's -1 as well. So dropping 6 is only what it's going to affect is when I ask you to roll for luck, and when lots of things happen to the person with the lowest luck. But I think you're already the person with the lowest luck. So
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
All right, I might as well. I mean,
All right.
I mean, otherwise I'm gonna get in this river and most likely die anyway.
Also true.
So I might as well go ahead and burn my luck.
All right. So drop your luck to 6.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. So only Filipina fell in.
Yep, Filipina fell in.
Okay, so you fall in. The river starts to rush you away. Let me just quickly check this here. For 23. See area 1-3. I knew it had information here about her. Area 1-3, the Black River. Okay, so you need to roll a DC 15 strength check.
Oh no, her strength is horrible. Nope, that's a fail.
Okay, so you're gonna take a D3 damage, which is 2 points of damage.
All right.
And you move down 20 feet. Yeah, so you move down 20 feet. So basically, well, I guess the other halfling members, yeah, you're going to basically be, you start to rush down the river away from the rest of the group.
Was it try to swim to the shore or something?
Yeah, next round you can roll another DC 15 if you want. Right. You can do. I don't know if anybody else wants to do anything. I don't know what else anybody could do, but if somebody wants to do something this round, she's now 20 feet away from the rest of the party. So if nobody has anything they want to do immediately, you can certainly roll again. But roll your luck first. You know, make our luck roll on your luck.
6 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah. As you you start to go under the first round, you kind of come back up, and there's actually like some debris, like it looks like some broken tree limbs or whatever, and you're able to grab onto one of them. So this round you can make the check with a +1.
All right. Yeah, she'll try to push her
die.
Try to push herself to the shore.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's +1 die, Tony. So D24.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, you still minus for the armor and everything if you have it, but D24.
Yeah, I had the check penalty of -2, so.
Yeah, but you'll roll
-1 for strength, so it'll be a -3 then, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, if it ever stops rolling. Hey, I rolled a 21, so -3 would be 18.
That's enough. Yeah. So with the help of the log, or branch rather, you end up so you went about 20 feet. So you guys were here. You went like to about right here, and then you were able to get to the shore. So you're within still the range of the torch. So everybody sees you kind of go in, and then they see you kind of get to the shore down here as they kind of circle around and meet you. So now you guys are here.
And she is severely pissed off getting her clothes wet.
Yeah, you're soaking wet, and the water kind of stinks a little bit of like kind of oil, and
Is hypothermia a fear?
No, I don't think so. It's just not that cold out, but it just sucks.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do? You want to keep going in the direction?
Yep, just keep exploring that side.
Okay, so you guys are moving forward. As you start to come down here, you can start to see that the river looks like it's kind of ending. And everybody makes one more DC 10 here. And don't fail this time.
19 and 18, so make those.
No, I failed again.
By how much?
2.
You can burn more luck if you want.
Yeah.
But 4 luck is going to be... That's really bad.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
6.
When you get to a 3 luck,
terrible.
you get like hit by lightning.
Oh, you only need 2 points of luck to make it?
Oh, yeah, you can actually help because you're there. Yeah.
Is that all you need?
Yeah.
The pistol was 2?
I need 2 points.
Well, both of mine have 10. I'll just Filipina will help you because she knows how terrible the water is, so she'll give you 2 points of luck to make it.
Nice.
Yeah, the halfling give you some words of encouragement, and you don't fall in. And you make your way down to the edge here, and you can see that there's like a waterfall going down about 20 or so feet into the river. And at this point, there's no edges. Basically, the only way forward here would be to actually get into the water.
Oh, no.
Oh, man, I don't want to go back all that way. That was some treacherous event. What's the water like? Like, is it raging or?
Yeah, it's going pretty hard, just like it is over here. I mean, it's hard to see how much it's going down here because that's out of your range of vision. But there's a waterfall, and water coming from up here is also moving pretty rapidly.
All right.
Can we search for a secret passage or something like that? Look around.
Yeah, sure, of course. You could do intelligence. Intelligence to see anything interesting.
My highest roll was a 12 for one of them.
Yeah, 14 for me.
Yeah, you don't see anything. I mean, it looks like a rough-hewn cave. Like the doors and the ledges that you came down on originally looked like they were built into the mountain by intelligent beings or whatever. But this is a cave, from what you can tell. So you don't see anything that seems like it's a secret passage or any kind of way out.
Man.
You know what? Let's take a 5-minute break. We can think about it.
All right.
Well, can I turn off I'll just leave it there, I guess. I'll just mute myself. All right, so we'll come back in 5 minutes and we'll figure out where you want to go.
All right.
All right, I'm back.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, so I thought that maybe you got all your luck back every night, Tony, but it's not true. I just looked. But I did realize that if you can only one halfling in the party can be the lucky charm. So
Oh, yeah, I read that. You're right. I forgot about
it's
that.
unclear what that exactly means, but I think what that means is only one person can share their luck. So just I guess pick whoever one you want.
Yep, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I just realized that there's a lot of little rules in this, but we'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, and I read that. In fact, I made me a cheat sheet and wrote it down on my cheat sheet, sitting there looking at it and forget all about it.
Yeah, only one, it says. And even if you're reading the party, so which I mean, I would even, depending on how extremely you want to take that, you could even take that as like, even if that halfling dies, you can't have another one, but I wouldn't do that. I'll just say, as long as there's the one halfling that you decide, would probably makes the most sense for it to be turnip, because that's when it started doing it, but you can decide. As long as that person is in the party, then he's the only one that can share his luck.
Yeah, I'll go with him because he's still got the most left right now.
Okay, perfect. All right, so that being said, that was just a bummer because I was looking to give you something, and then I was like, oh, no, I have to take something away. Because I was, you know what it was, when I was running it before, at Gen Con, I swear that the person playing the halfling was like, oh, we get it back every night, but maybe they just meant 1 point.
Yeah, it's just that 1 point, so every day.
It's 1 point per level, basically. Same thing as a thief. Well, I think thief might only be 1 point period. But anyways, all right, so there you go. Blah, blah, blah. You guys are at the waterfall. It's dark. Your first torch is probably burning out by now, too. So you'll have to light up another one, assuming you want to stay in the darkness. And also, clearly, if you jump into the river, the torch is not going to be... Well, I mean, you don't know how deep it is, but if you have to go under.
Yeah, I mean, the halflings both will be definitely just... Filipina's really pissed off now, but the only way to do is go back, I guess.
Yeah, would you just mechanically, what you'd have to do is once you get down there, which of course will be either a climb or a jump, you would have to roll to keep the torch above the water. Otherwise, you're going to lose your torch. Crystal. That's how that would work. Just so you know.
Okay. And
if you go down there,
yeah. And Tony, and your characters are doing what, Tony?
They're suggesting that we go back because, I mean, with this raging water, Filipina's already been in it once. You know?
Yeah, Brass doesn't. Yeah, Brass and Noah both don't really want to go back, but I think they both realize they don't really have a choice. So, yeah, we'll start headed back.
Okay, yeah. So you guys turn around and head back towards the way you came. So you get up to this really slick area again over here, and you got to make a DC 10 agility.
Go past. I mean, not Noah. And Noah passed as well this time.
Guess who falls in again?
Oh no. Well, this one you don't want to fall in. I can tell you that right now if you can avoid it, because you're 20 feet is going to put you over the waterfall. So if you have anything to burn, you should do it.
Well, she can't.
She can burn her own luck and still get the 2 points for it. She just can't share luck with people.
Yeah, I'll do that then because I only need to burn 2 to get 4. I need 4, so I'll need to burn 2 to get 4.
Yeah, she can still burn her own. She just can't share the luck.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay. Yes, you start to slip, and then you remember that same spot that you pointed out to the cleric to not fall in. You're like, oh yeah, and you grab that same reg, and you get past that. So moving forward, there's one more. Assuming you want to go all the way back, you know that you get to like right here, and you know that this is another dangerous area to cross.
If we pass over the river, would we have to roll any other checks?
Well, you'll have to check. You'll have to do a strength check to get across the river. But yeah, you don't know. You haven't been over here, and it's dark. I mean, you can
Right.
roll.
So Brass tells them to wait for a second,
Yeah.
and he's going to try and get across the river because he's pretty strong. So
Okay.
he's
Yeah.
confident in his ability.
Well,
Yeah,
just
go
a
ahead,
question. Just a question, though, Crystal. Make sure we're at the small point down there. You're the smallest crossing point.
Well, over here is the dark. I already go past that one.
Yeah, and
So
that's
you can go here if you want, or here. But if you go here, you
okay.
will.
You know what? Brass has that 20-foot of rope, so Brass says he's just going to go by himself. So he tells you guys to wait there, and if he falls in the river, maybe he can reach out to try and grab you guys, and
Well, tie the rope around you, and we'll hold on to it.
there's like 20 foot of rope left. Can he do that? Can he get up to that small point with only 20 foot of rope?
Yeah. Well, this is about 7 or 8 feet. I don't know if you can see my mouse. You can, right? This is about 7 or 8 feet here. So I mean, yeah, you only need like maybe 3 feet around your waist. So you probably have enough to get across shore.
Okay. All right.
They'll have to stand close to the edge, but yeah.
So what would be the DC of trying to get through there?
So you're gonna need to do a DC 15 strength to get across here.
Okay. And what if like going to the left, the really narrow part, would that help any?
It would be the same, but you'd use a D24 instead.
Okay.
So it would help because you roll
I actually do a DC 10 to get up to that point.
agility. Yeah.
All right, now, yeah, Brass is just going to tell him hang on, or he's going to hang on to the rope. He's just going to try and get across using the agility and up to that narrow point. Because would he know if he gets up to that narrow point, it would be safer?
Yeah. Well, you'd have to cross less river.
Yeah, so he's just going to tell them all wait here, and then
Okay, just so I'm clear, so you're instead of crossing here, you're saying he's going to go here and then cross.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, but then they won't be able to hold the rope because it's going to be too far away.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he's going to leave the rope with them, and then later they can throw him the rope while he's on the side. He's just trying to get to that side so he can help them out, so they don't have to do that agility check.
Yeah, but that don't make sense. We're gonna have to make it eventually anyway to come down there.
Well, like I'm saying, if you get to the other side, yeah, but you'll have the rope, so that would probably be better than trying to make the check, right?
Well, no, what I'm saying is if you go down to that smallest point and cross over, we are still going to have to walk down that way to get to that small point.
But what I'm saying is you can wait here. Brass will go by himself.
Yeah, I think what she's saying, just so I know, so do we figure this, educate this? You want to walk here and cross, and then you want to walk back this way, and then they're going to throw the rope to you,
Yes.
and then you're going to help them get across here.
Yes.
Yeah, but that would be the widest part for us to cross. It'd be not as safe, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you'll have the rope, so it should make that safer for you, because Brass can hold on to the rope, and you can, use the rope to pull yourself in.
All right.
Right?
Okay.
We'll see. I mean, yeah, we can try it. That's fine.
All right, so Brass will first attempt to cross that slippery part.
Okay, so it'd be DC 10 agility.
That's 12, so he made it.
Nice. And then this is you roll a D24 for your die. So that's called +1 die, and you got to roll a D6.
I have a 24.
Perfect. So then roll a 24-sided die and try to get a DC 15.
I made a 15 plus 3, so that's 18.
That's plenty. Yeah. So you're able to wade across. You realize that it's slippery there, and you may have fallen, but your immense strength helped keep you afloat. And it's about up to your waist, so you didn't have to swim. You just kind of walked across. And yeah, so you come over here. This is not. It's pretty slippery here, but it's not like so bad. So you don't have to make a check if you just walk slowly. Yeah, so you get over the side. So you're on the other side of the river.
Yeah. So so he'll wave when he gets over there.
Okay. I mean, I'm assuming you have the torch because you wouldn't be able to walk all that way. Well, I guess whatever.
Oh yeah.
So they see you. You have the torch. Oh yeah, you gonna throw them rope? They'll throw them the rope. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to. Is there a place I can put my torch down, just jam it into the ground or something real quick, so I can use both my hands and hold on to the rope?
I mean, there's a lot of boulders and stuff, so you could probably find a place to like jam it. Sure.
Okay, and then I will try and find a place where I can hold the rope or tie the rope off or both.
With that much rope, you're not really gonna be able to do that. You'd have to hold it. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I can at least tie it around my waist.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So do that and toss the rope over.
Okay. They toss the rope over. Well, he tosses the rope over to you guys on the other side.
Yeah, Filipina's already wet and soaking, so she'll just go first if we can.
Okay. So you can have a D24.
All right.
In DC 15 strength to not lose.
So minus the strength mod then to get across?
Yeah, minus the strength mod, minus the armor.
Oh, wow. She'll fail then because she rolled a 10 minus 3, 7.
Okay, yeah, so you slip, but I mean you're on the rope, so he's able to pull you. He'll pull you towards him, but you'll take some damage.
All right.
Just from slipping. You're gonna take a 1 point.
All right.
All right, and then you get across. So Filipina's across. She's wet. You fell again. You know what? Roll a luck check to see if your bowstring is getting ruined.
Ooh, a 4 out of 6.
Nice. Yeah, your bowstring's good. Extra wax on that one.
All right. Yeah, I guess Turnip will try to get across. So D24 plus strength on him. Then minus the, he'll fail then with the minus the check penalty then.
Okay. So, all right, so he'll also take some damage, and then Ross can pull also. 1 point. Oh,
all right, good.
not bad. It's like a slip and bang your knee kind of thing. And what about the cleric? Same thing?
Yeah, she's going to do this as well.
So you're wearing leather, so I mean you're not using the shield, so you don't have to take the penalty for that. So it'd just be the -1, and then whatever strength you have.
Okay, so I think Noah's going to fail as well. I rolled a 12. I got 1 for strength mod, so that's a 13.
And then -1 for the armor.
Yeah.
So 12.
Okay, so then that's 12. Okay.
Okay, yeah, so you also slip, so you're going to take some damage too.
Okay.
1 point. Wow. 3 ones in a row.
All right.
And then Brass pulls you over. So everybody's kind of soaking wet because you fell, so you're like completely wet. And you're on the other side now.
Yeah, and Filipina walks up towards the cleric and she just looks at her and goes, I have these bruises on my arms. Can you do something about it, please? I'm not happy about all this water. But I've been bruised on my arms now.
Well, I will. I'll do my best. Yeah. 19. So I passed.
Oh,
Yeah, she's neutral. She's neutral too.
Okay. So adjacent. So 2 die. So she will heal you for 3 points of help.
All right.
It was a D6, right? So you roll a D6.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Wait,
works.
roll a D6. I rolled a D4. I thought you said healing was a D4.
No, I didn't say that. I said multiple
That's
times.
by your hit dice.
You should just let the person you're healing roll their own. That's how usually it's easier. Put your hit die. So it'd be a D6 for that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's 2d6 though. So with the way it works.
It's easier to do it that way. That's what I do when I'm healing people.
Okay,
Oh my
I'm sorry.
god! I rolled 2 1s.
Oh no!
Wow. Man, I'm just not. My luck is it's burning all this luck.
You're an unlucky half-luck. That's what.
Wow.
Oh, that sucks. Well, all right, you got healed a little
Anyway, that's better. 2 points is better than none.
bit. That's correct.
Is anyone else down really badly?
Turnip's down 1 point, but he's not worried about it.
Yeah, I'm down 1 point as well. I'm just gonna accept it. It's really not the best for the cleric. I don't want to get unlucky and displease my god again.
Yep. Okay, so what do you guys want to do? You're on this side now.
I say go back the way we come from to see if there's a way to get up to those doors. I guess, huh?
Okay. Yes, you can move this way, and as long as you're going slow, you're pretty good. You don't have to roll or anything. You can see here that there's this is as close as you can get before you hit the pool. So you've got a couple of options. You could go into the water to get below it and then climb up, or you could try to start from here. But if you start from here, it's going to be a harder climb because you got to go kind of across. So this is going to be like a DC 20 agility. Let me just check what they say it is. Maybe it's strength. I think it's agility. I got to roll back. Sorry, they tell you what it is. Blah, blah, blah. Rope. Fall down. Okay, that's another. Yeah, I'm gonna just say 20 because I think that's what I read before. I don't see it now. Yeah, there we go. No, DC 15 actually. You can get to DC 15. Agility or climb sheer surfaces. That's to descend. Yeah, you're fine. You can do that. I'll give you a 15 to get up there. If you go underneath it, it's a 15. If you come from the side, it's a 20. If you go underneath, though, you have to make a strength check first. So it's kind of like a whatever seems like the safest bet for you guys. If you go under here, you're gonna have to do a strength check to not get washed away. But if you do that, then you can make a lower climb check. So it kind of depends on what you think is your best, like I said, attribute.
Okay, well, again, Brass knows that he's strong,
Yeah.
so he would suggest that he could go through there and climb up that.
Yeah, well, of course, only one of you has to climb. Well, the rope is not going to be long enough, so now you all have to climb.
Okay.
You're the only because at this point, remember, you left all your rope on the other side.
Yeah. Okay. So he can go over there and climb that then?
Yeah, if you want to try to climb up here, you can walk out into the water, and it's going to be, again, the DC 15 strength just to get out there. And then once you're there, you can climb up the wall, and maybe a DC 15 agility to climb the wall, basically. That's it.
Oh, man, that sucks.
You know, or whoever has the best chance of doing it, because you can, whoever wants to do that.
Well, Brass is up for trying it. He has the best. Brass has the best strength, even though he doesn't have the best agility.
Right.
You see, we're all going to have to do it regardless of any way we go.
Yeah, you only got 20 feet of rope, so unless you can figure out a way to get some of the rope from the other side or something. I mean, because you used a lot of rope on the other side to get there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to avoid having to make any checks. But at this point, now that all that rope's over there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Filipino, she's going to take the hard way. She's tired of the water.
All right.
So we got to make a strength, you said, test first?
Well, yeah, if you want to, you got two options. You can either make a DC 15 strength check to get closer by walking through the water, and then make a DC 15 agility to climb. Or you can just, from where you are, you can make a DC 20 agility, and that will put you right up to the top.
No, she's just going to try the 20, man. She don't want to get in the water.
All right.
Oh, man.
Come on, halfling luck.
Well, you know what? I may just burn the rest. She rolled an 18, and she has nothing on agility, so she'd need 2 points.
Yeah.
Or 1 point, we give her 2. So, yeah, she'll burn another point of luck to get to a 20, man.
All right, yeah. You're up. You make your way up to the top.
Oh, wait, is there penalty checks for doing that, though?
Yes, there is. Yeah, for your armor.
Oh, crap. And plus, her luck was down to 6, so that'd be a -1, too, wouldn't it?
No, you don't use luck for this.
Okay.
Not like that anymore.
So she would actually have to burn 2 points to take away the check penalty. So yeah, I'll still do that then, the check penalty.
Okay.
So I'll get to a 20 on the dot for her then.
Okay.
And I guess Turnip's going to take the hard way too. I mean, he could either way is probably the same with him, but he's going to take the hard way and try to get to 20.
Okay. Hold on before.
I rolled a 19 on the die.
Oh, nice.
So. And he's got a +1 on agility, so that'll put him at 20, but the -2 would put him back down to 18, so he'll burn 1 point of luck to get to 20.
Okay. And she had a 4 luck, right? At this point when she gets
Yep, she's down to 4 luck now.
Okay. So you get to you know, make a luck check. But use a D16.
For her, okay.
Yeah, for her.
A 3.
Yes. All right. You're good. Okay. And
now this is when I need those low rolls.
yeah, exactly. And now Turnip has to make a luck check as well. Same thing.
D16?
Yep.
Oh, he rolled a 16. And
Okay.
his luck is 9.
Oh, no. Okay, so she gets up there and she's shaking the water off and takes a couple steps back to leave space for Turnip. Or maybe she doesn't move. Maybe that's what happens because he steps in a different spot. And actually, all those mechanisms and stuff, was covering actually a pit trap. And when you step down, he falls to a pit.
Oh, no.
Taking 3d6 damage.
Oh.
It's a 3d6 for the pit. Now the blades is the symbol of blown 30 feet to the. Oh no! Oh my god! Hold on. Is that now the blades are rested in place? The victim simply falls, plummeting 30 feet. Oh no! To the base of the chasm. Oh, the pit's gone now. So you basically fall all the way back into the water.
Oh no!
Oh my god, that's terrible.
That'll be the end of Turnip, probably.
That's 3d6 damage, and you're in the water. Do you want to roll it? Or do you want me to roll it?
Oh, you can roll it.
All right, here we go. Boom. Okay, 11 points.
That'll put him at -2 then, so far.
Yeah, so you hit the water, and I mean, you're going to fail your strength check, obviously.
Yeah, because
you get washed away 20 feet. So, yeah, you're basically gone. You're at first level. They're not going to be able to recover you. Oh, no, that's not true. They're at the bottom. So, you guys, you see, because Brass is walking out there, right?
Yeah.
Going that way.
Yes.
I made an 18 to my success. So.
Okay, yes, you're standing at the bottom in the water getting ready to climb up, we'll say. Well, okay, hold on. Let's see. Has Brass started to climb up yet, or is he still at the bottom?
Well, I made both of my rolls already.
But this is right. That's fine. You're going to make it. But the question is where you are in the process of doing it when he falls is the question. And that is.
I mean, I already made up in my mind how I was going, so I'm guessing that Brass started crossing the water about the same time that the lady started taking the difficult way.
No, I understand that everything's happening simultaneously, but luck is where luck comes in. So,
you want me to break a luck roll? I'm sorry,
not you. Tony has to because it's his character. So you got to roll whether or not Brad, because you might fall past them. They might already be climbed up by the time you get there.
A D20 or 16?
Roll a 20 for this one, under your luck.
16 over 9, so I fell.
Okay, yeah, Brass is already and Noah has already climbed at least partially way up, and they just see you fall. So you splash in and go 20 feet down. It would be nearly impossible for them to recover you. So you're gone.
Turn up.
Yeah, off he goes into the water. Now your halfling only has 4 luck left. Can be the lucky card. Oh man. Okay, so you made your treks for Brass and you made it to the top.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's climbing up, and you see a halfling fall. I mean, there's nothing you can do. He just goes. What about Noah? What's she doing?
I don't think I can make that 20 athletics. I'd have to hit 20. I'd have to get really lucky. So she's also going to try the 15-15 way.
Okay.
All right. So she started crossing the river. I rolled an 8, so she fell when she's trying to go up the stream.
Okay, so you get washed away, and you take a D3 damage, just 1 point, and you go 20 feet down the river, and go ahead and roll again.
And you bump into Turnip's body.
Well, yeah, you basically go down. You're right. You guys are passing the dead body of that. Go ahead and roll a luck check. See if you find any debris that you can grab onto.
Okay.
20.
4 under 6. Woo!
Nice. Okay, so you find a piece of debris that you can grab onto. So now make your second DC 15 strength check, but we're using a D24.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. Oh, 20. I rolled a 23, and I got a +1 strength modifier. So that's 24.
Perfect.
Don't forget your check penalty for the armor.
And then that's 22. I mean, it's over 15.
It's over 15.
Yeah,
Good.
I mean, just.
Yeah, you just have to
I know.
-1%.
But it's still 23. It's still,
Yeah, it's still just something to remember. It's just an extra thing to remember. So, okay, so let's see, you went 10, you went 20 feet. So you come out right before the bed. What side do you want to come on? Roll luck.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Roll luck and you can pick. What side do you want to come
on? But realistically, I'd come out on whatever side I could come out on. Oops.
Well, that's what luck comes.
Was it D20?
Yeah, roll a d20 under your luck.
Rolled an 18, and my luck is 6. So
Okay, so you come out on the bad side.
bad side, I guess.
I'm assuming this
Yeah.
is not where you want to come out. So yeah, you come out over here.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
And yeah. Oh, but you still take damage that round, even though you got to. Let me roll it. 3 points that round. Oh, finally, that D3 did something else.
Oh, so I did some other. Okay, so
Well, you took 2 rounds of damage because you were in the water for 2 rounds.
okay, so I take 3 more damage.
But you're out now, and you're over here.
Well, the first thing Noah will do is
you're also completely in the dark.
yeah. Well, the first thing she's going to worry about is she's pretty hurt and doesn't want, so she's going to quickly lay hands on herself. You know, I mean, it's dark, so no one can see her. You know.
Roll d20.
That's a total of 13 plus 2 personality plus 1 for low. Yeah, 13.
Okay. Does that succeed? I think it does, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not looking at the lay on hands in the thing. I'm sorry.
Well, it's on the character sheet.
Is it? I'm sorry. Where is it at?
It's in that on that chart.
I think. All right. I have 2 disapproval. Right. 12. It looks like. I guess. Wait. What?
So basically, if you get, what'd you get?
I rolled a total of 13. Oh, I see.
You're good.
Lay on hands. I get it. I didn't catch that earlier. Yeah. And I'm the same alignment, so I get 2 die.
2 dice, yeah. So 1 to 11 is a failure.
And it's by my hit die.
That's right. 2 of your hit dice.
So my hit die is a D4 for a cleric, right?
I don't know. I think it would be 6 actually. Let's see. Cleric. No, cleric is a D8. No, hold on.
Is it?
Hold on. Let's see. Where is the hit points? 1d8. Yep.
Okay, so I get 2d8 back.
Okay.
All right. Nice. 5. Okay, I get 5 points back. So that brings me back to max.
Okay.
Okay.
You're sitting in the dark. 2 halflings are at the top.
That's really awesome. Okay, sorry. All right.
I guess you probably see the torchlight. I mean, you see the sky too, of course, above you.
Right. Okay, let's see.
But you're in the dark. So if you have no torches, then you're going to be in an
I
unfortunate.
have nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything. Oh, hey, I have second sight. I don't think that'll help me out here.
Yeah, if you want to try to like traverse the river in the dark, then you're just gonna have to roll. You just end up rolling on a lower die.
Yeah.
Roll a D16.
Can Noah get to the rope that they first climbed in on?
Yeah, you'll have to make an agility check using a D16 to not fall back in the river because you don't know where you're going. I mean, you can hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you're gonna move now, you're gonna
Either, no matter what I do, I have to roll.
Yeah, well, yeah, unless you have a means of light, because you can't see anything. So you're literally going to just be going by, like, sound and try to make your way, because you know.
Okay.
So yeah, you can either. I mean, no matter what, I'm assuming you want to go this way. Even if you want to go back up here where they are, you know, you can see the torch or whatever that the wizard has, and you can see right up here, so you know direction to go. But you're in the dark, so you'd have to.
Right.
You know, you'd have to maneuver through it. So you have to roll a DC 6. You have to roll a 16-sided die, and get a DC 10 agility to not fall on the.
And then I have to make all those other checks all over again.
Yeah, you would have to. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you get back here to this, then there's that rope over there. You can climb up, but I mean, you know, then you'll be on the other side. That's up to you.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering if I could just climb up that rope.
Yeah, you just got to get to it first.
I know I would be on that side, but
Mhm.
which isn't going to really help. But I'm in the dark right now. Maybe I can use that rope to do something. Yeah, that's what Noah's going to do. Noah thinks instead of trying to cross all this in the dark she can't see, she'd rather climb up that rope and see if she can figure out some way to innovate something and, something. That's all I can say.
Yeah, make an agility check.
Okay. Do I have to do it on a D16?
Yep, roll a d16.
Okay. D16. Got it right here. I love these weird dice. Oh no. Oh, I rolled a 2. Oh man.
2's not going to do it for you. I can tell you that. Yeah, there's no way you can recover from that because you don't have enough luck.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so go ahead and let's see. You fall back in. You take 3 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And you're moving down here. Go ahead and roll against your luck to see if you find any debris.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a 4. Oh my goodness.
So you find debris. So you can now roll a DC 24. Actually, I mean a D24, I should say. I'm sorry. D24, but a DC 15 strength. Oregon.
Oh no. Oh, I rolled a 2. That's a total of 3.
Okay. You take another 3 points of damage.
Oh.
And you're moving. Oh, good. Okay, you're right at the edge now. Make one more check before you go over the side.
Okay.
Come on, Crystal.
Yeah. Nah, I've gotten lucky on this luck twice. This is it. This is the end of Noah. I rolled a 14. Yeah. No.
14. Okay, so 14. When you have what kind of armor? Leather. So it's
Yes.
13. And then what's your strength?
14. It's a +1 modifier.
Okay, so you're still 1 short, right? All right, so you take another 3 points of damage, and you go over the side, which is 2d6 damage.
Okay. Oh, that's enough. I'm at 0 HP then.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, okay, so you basically drowned.
So I'm just gonna say like if it's like movie action scene, like you see her like tumble the first time and like she hits her hip and then like she continues tumbling and doesn't catch the debris, and like she hits a boulder and then like just as you think maybe she's gonna grab some land or something to try and not go over the waterfall, this branch comes out of nowhere and smacks her in the head and knocks her out, and then that's the last you see of her.
You reach out to grab the branch, and so the branch is Turnip's body.
And then you get sucked up. And the two of you flip down. All right, so a splash, and you go down the river. But back on dry land. Okay, so you probably climb up. Brass climbs up through the hole that was made in the floor by Turnip as he fell through. And you guys are facing these 2 doors. I'll read it to you again. The portal is set into the chasm wall, partially obscured by the crashing waterfall. A pair of bronze gates stands partially open. Each of the gates is emblazoned with a stylized dragon. Exposed beneath the platform is the mechanisms and now a hole because you just fell through. So it's clear there was some kind of a trap here, which was successful. So what do you want to do? You're facing a door, basically, or gates.
And they're both closed, or is one of them kind of open like that one is? In the
Yeah,
picture?
they're opened up a bit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, Filipina will walk on through then to see what she sees her 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah, so you can see, you come in and you can see, 30 feet, you can pretty much see the whole room. You can't see down here, obviously, until you walk up there, but this goes down. So essentially, this is, just to get an idea, this is like a pathway going around that you can see, and you can also see this bridge that raises itself up a bit too. And up here, you can kind of see as you kind of peek in. All right, let's see. As you inch down the corridor, a sickly sweet stench assaults your senses, accompanied with a soft, ceaseless chanting. The floor of the corridor narrows into a slender pathway that arches over a fell laboratory of some sort, broken into 3 tiers. Each level of the chamber is home to a chaotic jumble of arcane experiments and the like. In the very base of the inverted ziggurat is a portal that glints softly in the gloom. It's like a door down here in the floor. So you've got like this door underneath. This is basically 3 stories. So this is 10 feet down and then 10 feet down here. And like I said, this goes around. You've got all kinds of like lab experiments here. You've got stuff hanging from the ceiling. Like it's a jumble of all kinds of arcane stuff. I mean, until you get like deeper in, you can't really see down here. But you can see this, and you can see this stuff. If that makes sense.
Yep. And once she gets up there, the only way it appears to keep going down would be to go across the middle bridge deal, or
you could go across the middle bridge. That would be the fastest way to get to here, or you could go around if you want. You know, this also leads around. This is a pathway here.
Is there like more lighted area across the bridge, or is it?
No, the whole place is dark.
Oh,
I think. I mean, yeah, there's like glowing areas. That's why you can kind of see because. You know, there's all kinds of weird magic stuff going on, so it's not lit in here per se, but there's like glowing areas of like this test tube's glowing and like just weird stuff. So there's light, but it's not lit.
She's definitely going to try to sneak and hide in the shadows around and take the long way around. She doesn't. She's already fell, so she's not going to go across that bridge.
Okay.
She'll take the long way across.
Well, I lost a character. Are we gonna like have new characters or whatever?
Nope.
Okay, just want to make sure.
CC. When you die, you're dead.
But yeah, she'll take the long way where those look like the crosses and all that way around.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's supposed to denote that it's flat. I'm not actually sure what that means. It's like part of the drawing style, I guess. Okay, yeah, you can do that. So you're gonna the halfling kind of creeps up and goes around the corner. What do you want to do there, wizard? How many torches did you have? Only 3? Because you're probably burning out your last torch by now too. You spent a long time just getting into this place.
Yeah, I had 3. Yeah.
Okay. You can probably find something here if you want to dig through the stuff. To work as a torch, but the room itself has light in it, so you definitely can see. But you're not going to have a lot of light once that torch goes out.
Yeah, and I don't have any torches. I have a flask of oil, though. If you had something like I guess you got a lantern.
I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I didn't have enough money for that.
Well, there's a lot of stuff hanging here, so if you want to roll a luck check,
okay, sure.
as you dig through looking for it, you can certainly look around.
Okay, sure. I'll make a luck check. I got 9 luck, 1 eye. I rolled a 10.
And what's your luck?
9.
No lantern.
Ah, man. Okay.
Keep raging with I'm just reading to see if there's anything that doesn't say there's anything in here. No, but I mean, you definitely do see stuff. And as you kind of come around, so you're being stealthy, I guess. Does the halfling have a special? They have like a stealthy.
Well, it says for sneak and hide in shadows on the class deal. It says they'll get a +3.
Oh, nice.
But on the character sheet, it says stealth +1. So I don't know what that means. But the book says that at that level 1, they get a +3 for sneak and hide in shadows.
You might get an additional one because of your agility. What's your agility?
No, it's just the base mod 0. So I don't know.
I've actually never played that one. They're very interesting in this, right?
Yeah, they're different. So that's why I like, and they have that infravision.
Yeah, this is very useful.
But yeah, under the actual halfling class stuff, it says +3. But this character sheet under the stealth deal, it says +1. So I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. The character sheet seems to not have. Maybe probably good to just go over them after. It seems like some of the stuff was wrong with the hit point and stuff too. Let's see. Halfling. Sneak and hide +3. Yeah, sure enough. Yeah, +3.
But does that wait? I just stopped. Does that armor penalty, would that affect it? Or
Oh,
not?
maybe that's why. Because you didn't buy the armor; it came with the armor.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So they factored that
Yeah,
in.
that's
Yeah,
why.
you had the armor.
Okay, so that'll take it down to just +1 then.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they did all that math for you. Oh, that's pretty good then. Okay.
So yeah, so D20 +1, huh?
Yeah, and you're skilled, so you can roll a d20. If you want to try to sneak, Crystal, you can also roll, but you'd have to roll a d10 because you're not. Actually, you're an urchin, so I'll give you a d20 for that if you want to sneak.
I had a 19 plus 1, so modified 20.
Brass he's just too bulky with his 18. Yeah, you know, his merchant days, he's been, hitting that protein powder, so he's not used to having to sneak these muscles around,
Well, and also, I guess you're carrying a torch, so you really can't be sneaking. I don't even know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
Well,
sneaking. Go darker with a torch.
He was an urchin, but he was more of the, just beat you down and take your money kind of urchin,
Gotcha.
He wasn't with all that sneaking and stuff,
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are making your way around. And as you do...
We're not surprised.
No, we're not surprised. What does it say how many? Tier 1. Oh, cool. So you're searching around, or you're not, right? Well, you were searching around for the lantern, but you failed, right? So I'm trying to see because there's something that's going to attack you clearly, but it's a little bit unclear right now. It says the skeletons. Skeletons are ancient. Where are they though? Oh, tier 1, tier 2, 3 conquerors. Oh, okay. So there's not. Oh yeah, there's okay. So as you guys are walking, the halflings are very stealthy, and you actually you walk right past them. These because you see all these like weird Eldritch experiments and stuff, and there's like all scientific things, and you see some skeletons there, but you don't really think anything of it as you walk past. They don't move clearly because you're so stealthy they didn't see you. But then the wizard comes clumping along with a torch and his oily chest, and these skeletons step out, and they're going to attack you. So go ahead and make an initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a D20, right?
D20 with the plus agility.
Should I make one too?
17?
Yep. I'm sorry, 17 you said?
I did.
Okay.
I'll have an 8.
8. Okay. And the skeletons got 12. Okay. So it's going to go brass. So the skeletons step out. You go first. There are 8 skeletons.
Brass quickly pulls his dagger from his robe, which I'm now going to flavor and say it's like a switchblade. So he stabs it right towards one of these skeletons.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there's one. Let me just so they're not all in one spot, right? So like your walk, let's say you're about right here, and this first one steps out in front of you. The halfling is like further down. Let's say you're about right here. And there's other skeletons. There's like another one here. There's another one there. So you're kind of like you are Filipina. You are like kind of in the midst of them, but as soon as you see them move, you kind of against the wall, so they don't seem to see you immediately. But they're stepping out and they're all turning and walking towards the torchlight.
All right.
But just so you know, okay. So go ahead and make an attack against the skeletons.
Okay. Do I get a strength mod? Oh, I did. Sorry, it tells me on my sheet all this. I rolled it's a +3 on melee. I rolled an 18 to hit.
Nice, that hits for sure.
Okay, and I do 1d4 plus 3 damage. So 4 damage to the skeleton. And as Brass stabs him, he says, "Like you idiot! I was raised on the east side of Corywin. You never step out on anyone like that."
Nice. So you actually kill the skeleton. So with your massive strength, you like stab through it and actually smashes its ribs and stuff. Probably more your fist than the dagger does damage.
Yeah. He's like currently looking at his halfling friends like, "You saw it. He stepped out on me. I had to do it."
Yeah, you see her. She's kind of hidden, but okay. So there's maybe like how fast does this move? Oh no, the moves is 30. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna say that 3 of them can get up on you before, which is the most that could possibly attack you in one. In the stretch of hallway that's there. So you smash that one, and then you notice more of them are creeping up on you. I mean, they don't come in a line, basically. They one and then the other, and then the other. So 3 of them, let's see. 15 for the first one, plus 0. So 15, that hits you. I'm assuming, yep, it does. And a skeleton does D3, which was a 3. So you take 3 points of damage.
I'm
The
dead.
second one,
Brass,
every single time.
he just gets bitch slapped.
I'm dead.
He falls and hits a rock.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, one of the skeletons just slaps you, and you go down. You're definitely a glass cannon, as they say. And 2 more skeletons are approaching to basically to start to rip you to shreds. So Filipina, you see that.
Yeah, she's going to stay in the shadows. She's not stupid, I mean, really. So she's going to stay in the shadows and keep going the way she's going to try to go down, to get to that where she can continue down without them seeing her.
Okay, so do you want to wait till they go past you, and then?
Oh, I thought I was already past all of them.
Well, they're kind of in the midst, but I'm assuming you're going to wait a minute, right?
Yeah.
So
I would definitely wait. And if I have to wait from the past,
you notice basically as you're waiting that there's more skeletons that have kind of come to life on the other levels too. They seem to be all moving like what they've been like activated, if you will, and they start moving around. So you notice that.
Do they appear like they're trying to come up to this level, or?
No, they're kind of just wandering around like a video game.
Oh.
They're like do down there.
Oh man!
Let's see, there's about 4 of them on tier 2. So down here there's about 4 of them. Down here there's not any though. So you just see some. You basically see them. They're going to walk past you, the ones here, and then you see about 4 of them walking around down here. So you'd have to get past these 4 if you want to get down to this bottom level.
Yeah, that's what she'll try because she thinks that would be safer than trying to go back where she just come.
Okay, you definitely can do that. All right, so go ahead. I feel like these ones you've already snuck past, like they're not looking at you anymore. So do another sneak on this level. I'm gonna say they're looking for you, so do a blah 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 D16.
All right. Oh, a 14 plus 1, so 15 total.
That's perfect. That's enough. All right, cool. So you're able to actually, you wait till they move to their sides, and you get down onto these stairs here, and you want to go down to the bottom, right? So that's the plan.
Yeah, she'd continue down, unless she sees something that's a threat or something.
Yeah, I mean, not really. This floor, I'll just tell you what you're seeing as you go past, even though you're moving quickly. On that level, you see casts of ink and stuff like that. So this is basically like tables and ink and stuff like that down here. Nothing really of value. On the bottom, it's actually empty. This is actually just an empty floor, and then the thing. So you go down to the bottom. Oh, why does it say? Oh, I'm reading the wrong part. That's why. I'm like, I'm like a raging river. No. As you inch down the corridor, seeking this. I already told you that. Escaping. Okay. Oh, here we go. Tier 2. No, where's tier 3? Oh, tier 3. Oh, yes, that's right. Okay, so you step down, and as you do, make a DC 4 save as you feel a sting in your foot when you step on something that you didn't.
Fortitude save, okay.
Yeah, DC 10.
11 plus 1, so 12.
Yep, so you make it. So you stepped on and you feel the ground is like smushy, like you stepped on some kind of an ooze. And it always goes last in initiative, so you'll get to go before it goes. But you see like a pseudopod start to rise up out of the ground at you.
Yeah, she always carries her crossbow, so she'll, out first. So that's what she'll do is try to shoot the crossbow.
I mean, you realize that it's covering most of the floor. It's pretty large.
All right.
Okay, you can make a shot at it. It's AC 8. I mean, you can't really miss unless you. Did you miss?
Guess what? No, guess what? We get to do the fumble die. I rolled on that one.
Yes.
So I got a D8.
I was about to say to you, I'm not going to have you miss unless you roll a fumble because you're literally standing on top of it.
Yep. She is definitely, this thing freaked her out.
Oh my god!
And I rolled a 3 on my D8.
Nice. Okay, and you, let's see. Do you know what chart you're supposed to use?
I think it's chart 3, I believe. Does that sound right?
Mm-hmm.
I made a note somewhere. It sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, I definitely need to get some of these pages like as PDFs open on my screen. Fumble die, D8. Oh no, you took the chart you're rolling is based on your class, I think.
Oh yeah, it's on the crit table on level 3. That's right. If it's a crit, it'd be a fumble with.
Okay. Fumble. Right, fumbles are just fumbles. Huh. That's right. There's only one fumble. Where is the fumble table? Okay, so you need to roll a D8. What'd you say? Yeah.
I had a 3.
3. Oh, and this is modified by luck.
So my luck is 4 right now.
Oof.
So that would be a minus something, huh?
That's got to be minus something.
I'd have to look. I don't know either. I got the book.
Yeah, that's the problem. Okay,
I bet that's a
minus
minus
2.
2, don't you?
Minus 2, yeah. So you rolled a 3, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so that makes it a 1. Oh no, it's modified the other way. You would add it because it's negative, so it makes it.
So it'd be a 5 then, huh?
Because higher numbers are worse. Yeah, so it's a 5. You trip and fall. Oh god, that's not good actually. Wasting this action, you are prone and must use an action to stand next round. Oh, you only get one action. Right?
Oh my god, I can just see her being face down and that stuff. Yeah.
You fall into the ooze. Make another save because you fell into it. DC 10 fortitude.
That will be a fail of a 2 on the die plus 1 is 3.
Okay, you are paralyzed for 1d3 minutes. This might be the end of you.
Yep, I imagine it is.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Because a round is only 10 seconds in this, I believe. You can automatically engulf the target, causing 1d6 damage each round until either the target or the ooze is dead. So let's see how many seconds you live. So first round, you take a d6, so 5 points.
I got 1 HP left.
Yep. 20 seconds in, you take another 4 points.
Negative 3.
Yeah, so that's it. So 20 seconds in, your last breaths are breathe. You breathe your last breath, and in a few minutes later, you are dissolved into the ooze.
Yeah, I could just imagine. I mean, she's already pissed off at being in all that water and then falling in some mucky, oily ooze crap. I could just see her look on her face.
Wow, that was a good way to die. Excellent. All right, guys. Well, you didn't win, but winning is playing, right?
Yep.
We did win. Yeah, I was going to say we did win. Like, yeah, we made it.
Well, hey, we got to figure out, did the cleric ever make it out?
No.
Yeah.
She fell in.
Oh,
Well,
that's right.
she
Yeah,
died.
she grabbed Turnip's body at the end.
Yeah, turnip in the
Well, Are you not gonna do the? Are you not gonna do the like how the story ends?
what do you mean you're dead? There is no.
We're dead.
I wanted to do a how the story ends where like Noah survived by like she just wakes up somewhere.
No, you couldn't because of the way that things. So I'm sorry, she's dead.
Okay.
You can have her. She wakes up in the afterlife. How's that?
Okay.
Or maybe the whole thing was a dream. But yeah, you
She
wouldn't.
wakes up in front of her god with her deal whipping her back for being
Yeah,
bad.
Yeah, your God is like, why do you keep whipping yourself? I didn't ask you to do that. I said, eat whipped cream. All right. Thanks, guys, for playing. That was super fun.
And then and also at some point there's the other for Brass. It shows him as a skeleton in the afterlife, and he's doing a strip dance around a stalagmite.
He's
He
a skeleton.
his tattered wizard robes and takes him around, and there's a bunch of other skeletons gathered around. Yeah,
you probably get resurrected as a skeleton, and you're up there with the rest of them. So if I run this again, I'll add one more skeleton that's somehow more buff than the rest of them. All right, I'm going to sign off.